Welcome to Indie OnlyFans.
Chill.
This week we have Jeff CPO back as a co-host.
Hey, Jeff.
Hello.
Special guest.
Thanks
Yeah,
for letting
I wouldn't
me
even
drive
call
out
him
here
special
in the car.
anymore. He's just a fucking regular.
He's
at this
back.
point.
Co-host
He's
status.
just a
Yeah,
regular
back
guest now.
again.
Official co-host status.
I'll take it.
Jeff is back
Chip.
with beef again. Jeff brought beef tonight.
Yeah. Rush on Main. Not sure if you guys have ever heard us mention that about 6,000 times.
Has anybody showed up at the restaurant, asked for the OnlyFans 15% discount yet?
No, but I
It's still
I do like the artwork that somebody's cousin or all
It's
of
our
your
nephew.
cousins,
Yeah.
nephew. I do want that digitally because I'll take it to our
Okay.
art guy down the road. We have artwork that is on aluminum and
Yeah.
it's like imposed of Chicago scenes
Yeah.
and
Is
things.
that right?
I'd love to have that on there and put it on there.
Okay.
So if
God.
somebody can email it to me, that'd be cool.
Yes, I'll do that.
That'd
I'll
be
do that.
amazing. And then we will definitely come up for lunch, get our photo with the...
There you go.
And our 15% discount.
Yeah.
I actually have that thumbnail on my desktop, so before you leave, let me know and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll get you set up with the Music League.
Music League, yeah. We'll teach you the ways of Music League, Jeff.
Yeah.
Barry, Pod Notes tonight are sponsored by Barry Allen, putting that Ball State degree, to use, just really slaying it tonight.
That's what I had in mind
Yeah.
back in 1996.
I know. Congratulations. You're
I
finally
arrived.
in journalism. Here you are. You've arrived. Got your very own pod. What we got tonight, Barry?
Fantasy basketball.
Yeah.
Devo's Chaos.
Are we all in that league?
Yes.
Yes, we all
All right.
four of
Can
us
we-
are.
let me,
Unfortunately.
before we start talking
Devo's
about
chaos.
it, hold on. Before we start, I just want to say, Devo, we love you.
We do love you.
We really do love you.
Especially for shit like our basketball chaos.
Yeah, so we're in a Yahoo Fantasy Basketball League. And only reason we brought it up because Barry and I talk about it today, I log on to see what my score is. And last year, it was like a points total thing, like all your points accumulated.
A point was worth a point. A rebound was worth 1.2. An assist was 1.5. You add them up, and then somebody wins 1,500 to 1,400.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
That's what I was expecting. That's
Yes,
not
me
how it is.
too. So anyway,
I'm winning 6
I
to
log
3.
on, and it's
Categories.
categories, 8
Yeah.
categories.
Yeah.
I'm down 6,
That's just Devo
2 to
style.
6, and I'm like, freaking Devo, man.
Devo style.
I know, and I'm just gonna accept it, and I'm gonna adjust. I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna work the waiver wire.
Are you telling me that your draft only worked in a points total league,
No.
but it does not work
I
in
know,
a head-to-head
I know.
category league?
Right.
I drafted specifically
Excuses
for
this
boys.
early. The
Right, I
season
know.
just started.
No, I'm not trying to say I'm that sophisticated to where I would have drafted any different.
You just would have liked to have known.
yeah. I just would have liked to have known.
Well, I mean, it is now week 3 of the NBA season, but it's week 1 of our fantasy league, so there were some starts
yeah,
and stops.
yeah, and my second round pick, Paolo Banchero.
It's out.
Banchero. Yeah, he got hurt. So whatever. I'm gonna fight, scrap, punch. It should say as we sit here before we move on to the next topic that it is election night. We've got it on. It's about 8:54 right now. We're watching Mike Braun claim victory.
Indiana just came in.
Yeah, so like Braun is. Yeah, you can see that Braun claiming victory. So anyway, we're going to be watching this all night. We'll talk about it a little. Won't get real political, but we will tell you what's going on.
Tell you
anyway.
what happens in
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah, it's super interesting to me. I love the election. It's just kind of fascinating to me. It's kind of almost like a sporting event in a way,
And if shit hits the fan, you can just come to Jameson's house.
Yeah.
With a lockdown.
Exactly, bro. You
Right.
know, we're running
Right.
that 65 corridor.
Right?
Anyway. Oh, no. It's going to be one of those nights, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I do want to give props to Indiana and Indianapolis for 69 being done. It's so much easier to get here.
Oh, man. It's lovely.
For those listening, I travel like 50 minutes from the north, and
From
it
the
shaved-
north.
It used
King
to
of the
be-
north.
It used to be
King
over
of
an
the
hour.
north.
It shaved me 10 minutes, and I love it.
Yeah. It's like today I got on to go up to Grand Park, and going west, coming from the south, is now open. The new bridge is open.
Well,
like,
that's just recent then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you go home, you're going to go on the new
Yeah.
section of 465, and it's super nice.
Good.
When that's done, it's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
some of the 37 exit is done now. Like a new, I was on a part yesterday that had
On Harding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah.
When it's all done,
It's going to be
amazing.
glorious.
Yeah, because I was driving all the way from here down to southern Indiana, and like all the way down now, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Oh, yeah.
It's sick. All those overpasses they did that, Martinsville, Bargersville, those are really nice too. I think it's nice little gateways into each district. District 9.
They're all roundabouted too.
Your traffic segment brought to you by Goodyear.
Yeah, they are. You think every exit's roundabouted? I don't know that I've been off on all of them, but
They are.
They are.
Yeah, that's nice. I love the
At
roundabout.
least in the southern part of it.
Glad we're there.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
It's a good, simple solution to a complex problem. Sometimes simple's better. We were talking about that pregame, weren't we? Simple's better sometimes. Feel free to read a book or look at a painting or something. Okay.
I will not read a book.
Barry.
What, did you read a comic book?
Magazine.
Magazine. What kind of magazine?
One for the articles.
The stories.
Yes, one that has really good articles.
Would it have comics in it too sometimes? This
Dirty comics.
really good magazine with articles?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I remember finding a box of Playboys in a dumpster by Lenders when we were little.
Like
Yeah.
the best day of your
Did
life.
you ever get to partake in those at all?
Dad had a subscription, bro.
That's true. Dad had them in his closet, didn't
Yeah,
he? Yeah.
100%.
He had
They
some that
always-
were a little spicier than Playboy, too.
Yeah. I always knew
Hustler.
when the new one came in because in the
Penthouse.
mailbox there'd be the magazine in the black
Yeah.
film that you couldn't see what it was. I'm like, oh, I'll give it that a
You're
2-day wait.
You're like, crack that, old man.
Crack it, old man.
Break that seal. Yeah, freshy pages.
Forget about it.
Election night brought to you by Penthouse Magazine.
Yeah, thank you. Wasn't he the guy that said where the court was trying to define porn, and they're like,
Larry Flint.
yeah, you can't really define it, but you know it when you see it.
It's
Nailed it.
true statement.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so fantasy basketball. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, Devo, love you, brother.
Love you, brother.
And he
Thanks for putting it
and
together.
his brother D-Dog think of others first before they think of themselves, but I think you went a little quick on this basketball league.
It's,
Or a little slow.
well, it's got I did this when I was high written all over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know if that's true. It's just like it has those kind of
Right.
tendencies
Right.
about it.
And you know
Every
what? He
single
still
time
is.
I listen to a podcast, every time I listen to one of these podcasts, I think the same thing.
Me too. Okay, Mike Braun, congratulations. First of all,
Did we call
Still
it?
on there talking.
Did we call it in Indiana for the governor?
Trump won Indiana.
you know what he's going to be doing tomorrow?
Nothing.
Deer hunt. I mean, look at Mike Braun.
He's
gonna be
Budweiser.
He's going to be dragging a deer out of the woods with a 4-wheeler tomorrow. There's no doubt in my mind.
Slapping it on the hood.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mike Brown
Yeah.
in Indiana,
Yeah.
how about your Indiana Pacers?
Pacers. Okay. I love when we're doing a pod coming off a dub.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
It'd be a lot more unhappiness in here right now if it was a loss.
It's a different vibe. The
was
Colts
a-
lost, but that's okay.
It was a
I'd rather have the Pacers
It was
win,
a good
honestly.
win too. Like that was that game last night reminded me of last season's Pacers more than any game so far.
Mhm.
They would get the ball and they'd
Yeah.
go, and they get the ball and they go, and they rebounded really well. That lineup with Mathurin, Halliburton, Turner, Siakam, and Nimhard.
Nimhard. The
That-
three guards. Yeah.
Dude,
I loved that lineup.
That lineup is so nasty, man.
Mathurin
If Mathurin
maybe
plays,
greater than
When
Neesmith.
Neesmith is coming off the bench when he comes back.
Yeah,
I
he
think
might
if-
have
I
to.
mean, if Mathurin plays like that,
if he plays
consistently,
defense
yes.
like that, like
Yeah.
and he was guarding probably the best offensive player in the league. Like Luka's nasty. Some of the stuff that Luka did last night, I'm like, man, he's a son of a bitch. But
And then you put Mathurin and Neesmith in, and maybe fourth quarter, 4 minutes to go, you're protecting a 10-point lead. You put them both in.
right, just shut down the perimeter. Ugh.
easy.
Nimhard, Mathurin, Neesmith, Siakam, Turner in the fourth quarter instead of Halliburton because Halliburton's
On defensive
Halliburton
possessions?
has been better on
Yes.
defense this year, though.
I will
give
Barry,
him that.
I think he's trying.
He is making an effort.
Tries 100%,
He's trying.
50% of the time.
He's
He
He's
is
trying.
Sex Panther.
I'm starting to look at our team though and think what we're going to be better defensively as this year goes on.
100%.
I'm
You
starting
have
to
to be.
consider Nemhard a good defender.
Nimhard is a good defender.
I consider Neesmith a good defender. I'm starting to consider Mathurin a good defender. Halliburton is trying all of a sudden. Siakam is a great defender. And Miles Turner's a rim protector.
Would Halliburton be trying if they were 6-1 and not 3-4?
Yes.
I think so.
I
You
think
think so?
he knows to take his game to the next level, it's defense.
You know what I think the
I
difference
just think
is?
he's always tried. He just sucks really bad at it.
What
Getting there, Barry.
What happened between the end of the last season and the beginning of this one for him was the Olympics.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
around all of these guys who are iconic pros who have rings
Right.
and who and being around that, man, it rubs off on you.
Yeah.
Put
And the
yourself around
reason-
great people. And
reason he didn't play on that team very much is
Didn't
because he
deserve to.
can't D.
Yeah.
Like that.
Right.
I mean, Steve
And
Kerr's
his
not going to
hamstring.
play you if you can't
Right.
play D.
Right. Well, it was nice. I'm a Bulls fan. Fuck the Bulls.
Let's see what they did.
But they
last
look
night.
good.
They
They
lost.
dominated at the rim the second half.
Are you talking Bulls or Pacers? here?
Pacers.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
they were 11 for 11 at the rim in the second half
Did you watch the Pacer game?
yesterday. Like half of it.
Look at this little closet little situation.
I
going
root
on
for them.
here.
They're good for business. What do you
love-
want?
that's
Yeah,
what
he did express that last time.
Research.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got such a built-in perfect excuse to business.
Yeah. Fuck you.
And then he opens that special closet, that door in his closet, and there's a Halliburton All-Star jersey.
All of his
City
gold,
edition.
gold
everywhere.
swag he's got.
I'm sorry.
going all
No,
the
but
way.
they
Go ahead.
they
Yes,
look
you
good.
know
They
you have a
they dominated
Pacers towel in the corner.
dominated at the glass, dominated at the rim, and it's something they haven't done their first
Yeah.
6 games. And they should do that in 70% of their games. Really, they had 38 points in the fourth quarter. Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they did. They closed last night.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
haven't been closing games.
That's right.
We've been in so many close games. We haven't closed them, man. And I think it was walking out the other night with telling Barry, like Halliburton has hit the big shot in almost all of those close games. He's hit a big shot,
Yeah.
and then we just didn't cap it off with the defensive stop on the very next play. We just get scored on again. They match the 3, whatever. But he's been making the clutch shots. We're just not.
It's definitely Halliburton's best game of the year.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
it's only
played real
7
well.
games in, but
I love Bovey like mid-second quarter-ish.
He's definitely back.
He's definitely back.
Well, dude, he banged in like a 28-footer.
He's definitely back.
And then he went down the lane and did something real sick, and that's when Bovey was like, he's definitely back.
so as a Pacer fan, do you care that his 3-point shooting is subpar?
It's been abysmal this year.
Yeah.
Years past, it hasn't.
It's been average, right?
It's
I mean, he's an average
He's
3-point
about
guy.
40. I think he's closer
But
to
he was
40.
back
Okay.
up to 44 in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he can turn
He
it
can
on.
stroke it,
Counts.
man.
He was 2 for 8 last night.
He was not good last night.
This
he was
season
not
so
good at
far,
the
he's
foul
probably
line,
like
and he really hasn't
20%.
been good at the foul line.
Dude, the
his career.
Pacers as a
In
whole.
general,
Yeah.
The Pacers as a whole have got to start hitting free throws.
it's becoming
Like,
an issue.
It is. It's a huge issue.
Yeah, especially if they're going to continue to dominate down low, they're going to get a lot of free throws.
Everybody played last night, didn't they? All 30 teams? Yes, 15 games, 30 teams. Your Bulls. Let's see what your Bulls did last night. Why they lost. Did they lose at home to the Jazz?
I don't know. I don't follow.
That was the Jazz first
They
win.
did.
That was the Jazz.
They did.
Laurie
They've had-
Markkanen.
They've had like 2 or 3 really bad losses in a row, I think.
Really?
They have the same record as the Pacers.
They're
They
ahead of
do.
the Pacers in the standings.
That's
right
true.
No,
now.
they're
should-
not.
I
We're
should-
tied
should-
now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean by tiebreakers.
Yeah.
We're
So
in the
their
play-in
their
game right
last
now.
2 games are lost to the Nets, lost to the Jazz, after beating the Magic and Grizzly.
Starting 3-1.
Here's the deal, though. They have the same record 7 games in. You guys will hit 42 to 46 wins.
Please say more than that.
The Bulls. I want to hit it. I want to be right. So
Okay,
I'm
I got
staying
you. I
where
got
I'm
you.
at.
He's
Being
playing
conservative.
The mountain
Yeah.
climbing game.
Yeah.
Price is Right.
The Bulls will get 42 wins in January of 26.
Yeah. Rebuild year.
Yeah. I mean,
Are you guys? You think
I'm
you're
not even paying attention.
tanked for
to it.
flag?
I would.
What's the
I
saying
would.
this year for flag? Is it a drag for flag, or I don't know? We'll workshop that.
Whatever. Chicago Bulls for flag.
Mm-hmm. That'd be It's going to be interesting to see who gets him. He's filthy. Have we seen any Duke footage of him yet?
Of who?
Flag. Cooper
Oh,
Flag.
yeah, he went down the lane and got the Cameron Crazies going on Monday.
Does Purdue play
Brutal.
them in any tournament or anything? That's a bummer.
Maybe in March.
Maybe.
Segway.
Purdue. Is that your next? Is that on your pod notes?
Before we segue,
Right.
The-
There's
the-
still
the-
more Pacers talk.
Yeah, the Pacers are almost out of this little stretch too. Like they got
been pretty nasty.
2, 3, 4, 5 tough games out of the next 6, and then after those games, we got Raptors, Rockets, Bucks, Wizards, Pelicans, Blazers, Pistons, Grizzlies, Raptors, Nets, Bulls, Hornets, and then we go out west. So like
You'll lose 2 of those games.
maybe,
At least.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks are 1-6 right now.
The Bucks are a train
I
wreck.
called
They
that,
lost
man.
a
I'm
close
they're
one last
done,
night.
dude. As soon as we beat
Giannis
them
was out
last
last
year.
night, and they lost by 2, and
Yeah, so
They're going to turn it. Bucks will turn it around, right? It's a long season.
that's what Doc said.
Yeah. Well, he's terrible. He's terrible. I've never liked him. He's always
I like him, but he's
always been granted a better coach than he's ever been.
he's a better talker than he is a coach.
That's
sometimes.
Any of us could have won
He's a good coach,
the
though.
championship with that Celtics team.
yeah, they were decent.
Garnett.
But yeah, we got
Love Garnett.
we have Magic, Hornets, Knicks, Magic, Heat.
Uh-huh.
So
Just so you know, Rory's going to that first Heat game 11:15, bud.
that's a cup game.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I was looking for tickets to that one. They're
Have you guys seen the
Expensive.
court? I've
Uh-uh.
heard the court's different than last year.
Yeah,
I haven't
Tamed it
checked
down a
to
little
see.
bit.
Yeah, thank
Toned
God.
it down
Jesus.
slightly.
What's the
Did they?
NBA doing with that stupid crap?
What?
Why
The
do they have to
courts
change
from
all
last
their
year.
courts?
I like it.
I think it's silly.
I love
Those
it.
colors, I'm fine with changing the court.
The
but
reason
those-
they do it is because they want to differentiate that game.
Sure.
I mean, they
But-
want to
but-
differentiate it as much as they can.
Yeah,
and make it
obviously,
important
with the
and
uniforms
different.
and all that crap.
But it
I
was
don't know.
impossible to look at
It is.
times. I
It's
couldn't
terrible.
watch a few games. I'm like, I
And-
can't
and
watch this
They
game
didn't
because
even
of
have the
this court.
worst court
Yeah.
last year.
The city
No,
edition.
the Pacers court was it wasn't
Decent.
bad. There were some
Yeah.
courts. I was like, I can't even watch this for 2
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
horrible.
There were some weird ones. I'm down for it. I kind of liked them all. Even the weird ones. And
Yeah.
some of them obviously
Ours
were
is-
better than others.
this one this
Yeah.
year is pretty sick.
Is it?
It's got
I've heard it's different.
Boom Baby in it, real big.
Oh, let me see.
And center court.
No, it's like the whole court.
And it's more of the traditional Pacer colors rather than the
I think they should start doing the remember the
Oh, that's
floor
cool.
from the All-Star game.
what
the,
was it?
The floor
Oh,
from
that-
the All-Star
I
game.
That
that.
thing was
They
badass.
should start doing those
I
for
love
these
that.
NBA
So
Cup
good.
games. Yes.
That gave me a
That's a
headache.
good idea, Barry. You should get some. I'm going to get hold of Buchanan and try to get you on a committee. What do they call committees? A subcommittee of some sort.
Right.
Yeah.
The committee of the committee.
Hey, we'll let you know. We're gonna get back to you. So let's talk some more Mathurin. Like, God, he was filthy last night, and he got into Doncic's head so bad he talked about him in the press conference.
So it has begun.
I know.
I want to talk about when we're going to freaking get a backup big man because that needs to start happening
What is
soon.
lay out our situation where what's our big man situation?
Lose
Sketch.
James Wiseman in the first game of the year, the first quarter of the year.
He's out for the year, right?
And then 2 weeks later, lose our other backup center, Isaiah Jackson.
Achilles.
Zeke, Whiteland, Indiana.
Both Achilles.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
are we-
Out
is, there,
for the year, basically.
Non-contact, turning around, pop their Achilles.
is there too much of something, some sort of stressing the Achilles that
They
we're doing in
clearly
training?
haven't been drinking their whole milk.
I need to get with Buchanan and find out who is in.
Yeah, give him a shout tomorrow and see if we've switched trainers or
What's his first name? I got to quit calling him Buchanan.
no.
Chad Buchanan.
Chad. Dan Harris, Indie OnlyFans.
Give me a call.
Man, we do need to start sending the executives at the Pacers emails just to have
On the record.
on the record, man. On the record.
Should we copy Jordan? If we email Pritchard or Buchanan, should we copy Jordan?
We should probably copy McAfee in case something actually pops
Yeah,
off.
absolutely.
We should.
I don't think we have McAfee's email address.
We'll
though.
get it. We'll get it.
We'll find out.
Yeah. We'll have the King of the North here weasel it out of somebody up there.
Yeah, we'll get all of them.
That's
Doesn't
your new.
matter if he live
That's your
inside
new.
his
job.
That's your new trail name.
I
is
can't
King of the
come
North.
on until I get a hold of.
Yeah, until you talk to McAfee. or
Until I get McAfee.
So, see if you talked to Pat yet.
Let me work on it.
Right.
I know his.
You should
former-
send some Italians over to their studio one day, man.
Oh, I should. That's a
For
good
real,
idea.
you should.
That's a good
'Cause
idea.
that's some good shit. Like
yeah.
anybody who eats that is gonna be excited.
Who's the punter that retired? He ran for state senate in this election cycle.
I have no
Indiana.
idea.
Hunter Smith.
Hunter the punter.
Hunter the punter?
I'll go through him.
Uh-huh.
I've been to his farm.
You know
He
he's
sells,
one. He's
beef
like
and
on
chicken and shit.
the Christian Slater scale. He's one away. Or who's the
Yeah,
guy?
Kevin Bacon.
Bacon.
6 steps.
Yeah.
6 steps. He's
Yeah.
1 step away. You're in.
I'll buy some chicken and say, "Hey, I need a favor," and he'll be like, "Go fuck yourself." Am I allowed to cuss on this?
Yes.
podcast?
Of course.
Fuck
Yeah.
no, guy.
So wait, did you say Wiseman is hurt?
He's out for the year.
Wiseman.
He's
He-
out for the year.
He
Well,
was
hasn't
started
been-
out first
he
quarter
didn't have
ball.
surgery, I don't think. He might be able to come back. I think Zeke is.
You don't have another center,
No.
Turner. That's it.
right?
Right.
Right.
I mean,
No, we
that's
lost
we
our
have got to
two
get a big man.
Big men.
That's
in
what. Who's going
the
to
first 7 games.
within the next 2 to 3 weeks? There needs to be some sort of big man brought in. I mean,
Trade or pick an old guy up.
get an old guy real quick and then start looking for some trades. Some third center who becomes disgruntled come January. Maybe we can get Tice back. Who knows? Where's he?
He.
We just played him.
I just watched him somewhere.
Pelicans?
Who are we talking about?
Tice. Daniel Tice. I don't. Want,
He was on the Pelicans.
I don't want Tice back.
Anybody.
I know.
Body.
Who's backing up Miles right now?
Obi Toppin? Jarris Walker?
Yeah.
Enrique Freeman?
Enrique.
If Miles misses time?
So we don't have a true big.
No.
And like 4 years ago, we had
What happened to Sheboy?
72 centers.
What happened to Sheboy?
Sheboy. Yeah, we could call Sheboy in.
No, he's on the Jazz.
Is he?
Yeah.
They just had huge success against the Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He's not leaving.
He's on the farm team. Jazz.
Is there nobody on the Ants that is has any size?
How the hell did
Unlikely.
the Jazz end up with him?
He was just gone after this year, man.
He was
And
on
then
our
the
summer league team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up the Mad Ants roster real quick. Please talk amongst yourselves.
Furphy's gonna have to get some time, I think.
Yeah, Furphy's. He's 6'9", right?
If 6'8".
Man, if
maybe.
that kid can hit some buckets, he's gonna be a legend in this town.
Furphy.
6'9", 200 pounds.
Yeah, get him in the post.
200
I am 5'8", and I
Right.
weigh 200 pounds.
right.
Get him in the post.
Beef up, boy.
He
Go
is.
get you
That
some
is a
Rush on
that's a
Main
big
Italian
kid,
beef.
man. 6'9".
Get him in the
200
post.
pounds? He's a twig.
Yeah, I weigh.
I mean, a lot of the NBA guys don't weigh that much.
That's true.
Yeah,
200,
yeah.
206, 200, 201, 214, 173, 250. Who's this kid? 250. Here we go. Ishmael Lane,
It's not the answer, man.
Northwestern State, 6'8", 250
Seriously.
pounds. This kid's a bowling ball.
Round mound of rebound.
We are
Put him
doing
into Hack-a-Shack.
deep dives into the Mad Ants roster to find the backup.
Ooh, we
for
got it. Hold on.
Riley Sturman.
Ooh, we have Jaleel Okafor. Remember?
We do
we
have
did
Jaleel.
sign him.
We do have. Hey.
Wow. Now listen to this.
I mean, that's savvy, but
Jaleel, this is
he
a
probably
different.
is no good.
This is
but
a different stat line. Jaleel Okafor, center forward, Duke, 6'10", 270. That's what we're looking
Big boy.
he's the emergency man.
for. That's what we're looking for. And we got a kid named Tyler Polley from Connecticut. He's 6'8". Nobody knows how much he weighs.
Wasn't that kid on the
Sol-
championship team this year?
Solomon Young from Iowa State, 6'8", 242 pounds.
Cyclones.
We got some big bodies. The Okafor one's interesting. I wonder.
That's
He must
that-
not.
He's not on the roster. Yeah, it is. I mean, not on the.
he's on Mad Ants.
He's on the Mad Ants
yeah.
roster.
Well,
I
bring
mean,
his
he's
ass
a
up.
super bust. He's like super emergency time.
Yeah, but you need like 8 minutes a game.
I think
As a
he doesn't
the-
need me
with
to
a
play
cent-
yet. I mean,
The way
we're
we
one
play-
injury away from being totally fucked.
You know,
I mean,
no.
it's-
Listen though, the Oklahoma City Thunder played with a similar situation last
Chet.
year. Yeah, with Chet.
Danny knows about the Thunder.
Yeah. Well, it's very similar to what our team looks like
Agreed.
right now. You know, with Miles being our only big man. So it just
Who's going to put somebody in the torture chamber?
I mean,
though?
it's
I know. Mathurin.
Yeah.
Back to the Mathurin.
We need a big man.
Mathurin. One of the first games Mathurin played and Barry and I were at, some total, just a hillbilly in the crowd. No one else, he yells it above everyone else in a silent moment, something about Mathurin. What do you call him? Mathurin? Mathurin?
Yeah, Mathurin.
Mathurin.
That's what Paul Pierce was on Kevin Garnett's podcast.
Is that what he called him?
Yeah.
Mathurin?
Mathurin. But he was freaking glazing the Pacers hard. He's
Oh,
like,
wow.
everybody talks about the Knicks and the other teams, Philly, that can give the Celtics a problem in the East. He's like, not for me. He's like, the one team that's built to beat the Celtics is the Pacers.
Let's go.
Yeah. Pierce knows. What's up?
We just did beat him.
I think that had a lot to do with it.
Seep, have you given up on the Bulls this year? So is that what we established? Did you know that
Yeah.
before tonight, or did we just talk through
No,
that?
I knew that before tonight.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah.
Did you know it the last time you were on the podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
You did. I'm sorry for that.
Did I not convey that? Well,
Sorry for your loss.
I root for them, but I don't. I'm done looking for their stats lines and
I don't need your
highlights.
approval, Chicago Bulls.
Yeah. What? I mean, Reinsdorf needs to give up ownership of all of his sports teams.
I feel like I've been hearing that for 25 years. Is that
from
right?
Tatro. You've been hearing that from Tatro.
Is he a White Sox owner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
White Sox and Bulls.
Yes.
That's a couple of sick franchises down.
They used to be good.
Yeah,
But-
Until Reinsdorf took over.
Well, he's won championships with.
Lots of championships.
Well, he had Michael Jordan.
White Sox won a World Series too, didn't they?
2005.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
And now he's just like, he's. Yeah,
I mean, he's
whatever.
80. He's drunk all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He just needs to get away.
Mm-hmm. Sell the teams.
I think. Yeah.
well, if
I
he's-
think every team in Chicago should sell their
Who
teams.
does? Who? What's the succession line for those teams?
He has family. He has daughters.
So would the girls run it if he
I would think
passes?
so. Yeah, they're in the front office. I mean, not front office, but they're in the.
Hey, send them some beef sandwiches too.
Yeah, right. If I did that, it would be a note. Hey, can we fuck with my buddy Tommy and lose the first 30 games next year?
Tommy.
Did they lose 30 in a row? The White Sox?
They set the
just,
record.
Called Ohio for Trump. That's a big deal.
I don't
Oh,
know
really?
if it was 30, but it was close. If it wasn't.
Who does it look like is winning so far? Do we know?
Trump is up 195 electorates to 113.
Okay.
Republicans always are up big early.
But Ohio was one of the
Is it a hand
Battleground
state?
states.
battleground states, and they just called it for him.
Georgia hasn't been called yet. I think that's one.
He's-
That's a big
yeah.
boy too.
He's well
So-
ahead in Georgia.
Speaking of battleground states,
Mm-hmm.
college basketball season started last night.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Did your Boilers play?
They played.
20-point dub.
Yep.
Cupcake team or somebody?
Yes.
Yeah.
There were some struggles there. It's a
Just-
good team.
Feeling them
No,
out.
it was
Yeah.
Texas A&M.
They're not
no,
a bad
it
team.
wasn't Texas A&M.
Look it up.
Barry. If it's
Robbie
Texas
Hummel
A&M,
told me they've made the last 3 postseasons.
it was basically like IUPUI, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Anytime there's that
There it
extra
is.
city attached.
Yes.
No,
Come
but
on,
it-
bro.
Right?
IU Fort Wayne.
Indiana University,
Columbus.
Indianapolis.
IUPUC.
Yeah, there's no more PU in the.
There's always. It's like Deer Creek, bro.
IUI.
It's always IUPUI.
I'm down for the
IUI.
IUI.
Does anybody
It's
know why
IUI.
Purdue quit on that?
They're quitters. No,
Yeah, it's
just
a medical school thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
They just want to be more law and medical and
Yeah.
and
Yeah, and it
Screw
makes
the
sense.
engineers.
the poor mathematicians.
Well,
and the astronauts.
Purdue got Fort Wayne.
Did they?
It's Purdue Fort Wayne.
Oh,
and IU
sick.
Indy.
Oh, really?
PFW.
Oh, it's
Allen
like a
County.
treaty?
That sounds
Allen
like an
County, the
airport
largest
code.
county in Indiana.
I bet there's a lot of probably a lot of
Home of Mike Devo.
head
Yeah.
count up in the Fort Wayne IU
Mhm.
or the P. So what is it called now? PU Fort Wayne.
PFW.
Yeah.
PF Chang's.
PFW, right?
There's a PF Chang's
PFW.
going in the mall. Just so you guys.
Is
know.
there really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, a little
Where that
Yeah,
Bar
taking the,
Louie's
Bar
was.
Louie's. Yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
I
Yeah,
thought that
I am
was-
so excited.
Chicken lettuce wraps in your face.
I'll send
Kung
you the
Pao
recipe
chicken.
to those. You can make them at home.
Can't,
Really?
Yeah, please do.
They're the best.
Yeah.
And-
The hardest part is finding the Boston lettuce.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
some water chestnuts in there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got to dice them up.
I love water chestnuts.
I do too.
It
Do you like
is,
the baby
it's the-
carrots?
I don't mind a baby carrot.
I do too.
It's the PF Chang
baby
recipe.
corn? Baby corn?
Yeah, please send that to me.
I will.
baby corn.
Boilers, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi.
Go.
They're a really good team, though.
Speaking of
Hold on.
battleground states,
Run
they're not
through-
a bad team. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Give me the starting lineup. Tell me about them. Just a little one.
a little bit. Braden
Yeah.
Smith flirted
Okay.
with another triple-double.
All right, hold on. Braden Smith.
The little guy
he's
from
from Westfield.
The little man from Westfield.
know him.
Right.
Yeah, he's good. He's
Fletcher
scrappy.
Lawyer. Fletcher Lawyer.
He's the leader of the team, isn't he, Braden Smith?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. What's the next guy?
Fletcher Lawyer.
Tell me about him.
Yeah. If you don't know Fletcher Lawyer, then
Well, what position?
shooting guard,
Shooting guard. Is he?
little punk.
Is he a
skinny from
scorer
up
or
north.
defense for
Scorer,
the scorer?
three-point shooter.
Okay,
Then you got
three-point shooter.
TKR. He had the long hair last year.
Familiar-
The,
I
the
remember him.
Dothraki.
Remember him? Dothraki,
He
yeah.
cut the Dothraki braids off.
So he's your 3?
He's straight. He's the 4.
He's the 4.
Yeah.
Who's the 3?
Jakari Harris,
Okay.
freshman, big dog's kid. I wasn't expecting him to start. He played a lot in the second half too.
How does he look?
Whatever. Too early to
Like
tell.
a freshman.
And then we got a 7'4", 230-pound man named Daniel Jacobson, who
Is he the big white center?
7'4".
Is he redhead?
His name
No.
is Daniel Jacobson.
Or
Right,
big blonde hair?
right. Then he's
Nah.
7'4".
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I
gotta
thought I explained it.
confirm these things.
No, that's Wilberg. He comes off the bench, but
Okay.
so Jacobson's a nice little.
Did he play last year?
He's a freshman
Freshman. Okay. So you're starting 2 freshmen then.
for now. Yes.
And the first guy you mentioned, the Westfield kid, he is a 4th or 5th year senior.
junior.
Oh, he's only a junior. Will he be an NBA player, or will he?
No.
He'll be there as long as he can.
You can get that 5th year.
Yeah,
then
you gotta love that. Get 3 more years of him.
That's how Painter does it.
Yeah,
4 stars.
because he's
Keep him
from
around.
what I remember, he was a good leader as a sophomore. Then, I mean, he
And a freshman. He started as a freshman.
carried himself like he was a senior last year.
A stat flashed across the screen last night that in the first 2 years, he is second behind Magic Johnson in the Big Ten. First 2 years in assists, he's second behind.
Is that right?
You did have Edie for 2 years,
Yeah.
but he had 15 assists last night.
Dropping
so,
dimes.
But he dropped 15
So
last night without
is
Edie.
that is he the kind of guy that he'd rather have the assist than score, like a Stockton?
Just take whatever's there.
He just takes what's there. Yeah. So is he kind of Stockton-y or can you give me a comp in NBA? Is he McConnell-ish? What's going on?
McConnell-ish.
I
probably.
love that. I love T.J. McConnell.
CPO and Jameson are enthralled right now.
I am in. Yeah, I'm looking at the election stuff.
So is there any one more? Is there any who's your 6th man? Is there what's
And
the
then it
bench
goes,
like? How
it's just
deep?
deep. It's just deep with sophomores and juniors and
Long,
Put your ass to
Defenders.
sleep.
Right.
deep,
More
deep. Put
freshmen.
your ass to sleep.
Miles Colvin, Roosevelt Colvin's kid,
Yeah.
the defensive end, played for the Patriots.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
we know
just a
who
whole-
Rosie Colvin is.
It's
Very,
good. There's going to be learning.
especially Danny, the Patriot fan.
I
Rosie.
gotta say, you got a bit of a timid kind of like tiptoeing into the season.
You don't. I don't get a real
You're tiptoeing.
reassurance of your
Yeah,
belief in
yeah.
the team.
Well, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
As to be expected,
Okay,
right? I mean,
okay.
but there's flashes. There's very much a lot of potential
So
there.
you probably know more about IU basketball than I do. Can you give me IU's outlook and like what major moves they did and like what they or do you know that enough about them?
A little bit.
I knew you would. Can you
Malik
tell us about
Reneau.
them too?
Malik Renew and Mackenzie Mbako stayed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they got Omar Ballo from Arizona, I believe, in the
He's
portal, and that's
7 foot, 265.
Oh, really?
Big boy.
Yeah, he's
there's something there.
huge.
Yeah.
That's
Woo!
there's NBA
like
there.
that.
I hear that.
And then they got
Lottery?
another
Hey, lottery?
mm,
Lottery, Barry?
late lottery, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, in this year's draft.
So
maybe.
was Khalil Whale from last year,
Mm.
old Khalil. But, and then they got another transfer portal guy or two, and
So we're working the portal pretty good.
I think they had
You have
five
to.
five transfer portal guys.
Yeah.
well, with last year's squad,
Did
Sounds
did
about right.
Painter have a portal splash at all?
no, none.
None?
Zero. Freshman only
Is
bracket.
he kind of what's the dab? Is he Dabo-ish like pushes against the portal, or just so happens he recruited so well he didn't need to?
Painter's been recruiting 3- and 4-star recruits for the last 15, 20 years.
So,
'Cause
well,
they
let me-
stick around.
I know that. I know he's a great recruiter, great coach, but he's not anti-portal, is he?
He'll go into the portal and get that piece like Lance
Okay,
Jones
so he
from
will.
last year.
Okay, so
Lance Jones.
He'll use it if
55, the double nickel.
he can upgrade. He will. He just hasn't had to.
He did last year.
Okay.
How is Purdue? What's the outlook for Purdue this year? Are they ranked currently?
14th.
Okay,
Oh,
so they're good.
3 seed, 4 seed.
Is that
Get
going
hot
on?
at the right
So
time.
is that 14th ranking? Is that last year's bleed over, or are they really that good?
They're really that good.
Okay.
I mean, it's college basketball.
Yeah, they're going to
It's,
be
you
a
know,
top 20 team.
Yeah, I mean, 15 to 30, 35 in college basketball. That's
Crapshoot.
yeah. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's 30 or 40 teams. I mean, that can win the championship, and they're one of them.
Yeah, the Omar Ballo guy for IU is legit.
Are the
He
Hoosiers
is,
one of them?
Yes,
Oh, they are. Good.
they're
He is,
17 or
They're
18.
17, yeah.
Omar Ballo, one of 10 players in Arizona history with 1,000 points and 800 rebounds.
Wow. Well, how come he transferred? Do we know?
I'm sure there's a lot of
Mark
$100
Cuban money.
bills.
Yeah. Mark
Yeah.
Cuban money going
Oh,
on
really?
there.
Oh,
I mean,
I
he just sold the
guarantee it.
Mavericks. He's got a few extra dollars to throw out there.
I think you might be. I don't think that might even be true. Like that, Mark
Might-
Cuban.
It's 100% true, bro.
He's going to go and just be
You
basically
don't
like
think there's
the
any
owner
Mark,
of IU.
whether it's directly
Wouldn't
or
you?
indirectly, there's Mark Cuban
Oh, yeah.
dollars in
Yeah.
there.
That's somewhere where he can like directly influence and like see it.
Right.
You know, and he's
Immediate
passionate
impact.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that IU has a what do you call those?
Mega donor.
Mega donor.
Yeah.
A white whale donor.
What's the guy from Oklahoma
Super
State?
booster.
If your school doesn't have a billionaire donor, who even are you,
Facts, bro.
bro? Oregon, Phil Knight. Who are the big donors? Can anybody else think of any of the big the donors that are like big college people?
Well, who is the Bob Rorman? I mean, it's local,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Bob
Gilman.
Rorman was a huge Purdue donor. So
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Isn't the football field? Didn't it used
Yes,
to be
something.
Gorman
There's some
Field or
Rorman there,
something?
yeah.
The guy from Oklahoma State passed away, it looks like. Boone Pickens. He gave OSU over $650 million in his lifetime.
mega boosters.
No shit.
That's a mega booster right there, boy.
Like who is does Warren Buffett support any schools? Like is he a
No.
Nebraska guy or
He's an
No,
Ivy
he's just
League
a
guy.
he doesn't care about
finance guy.
sports, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's smart.
Uh-huh.
He
We're
probably went
stupid.
to Cornell or something.
And now all these big schools are getting these little
Phil Knight
money
at Oregon.
cabals put together.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be getting hit up by Ball State soon.
I wonder
so-
who the Ohio State biggest donor is.
Yeah,
I
good
get
question.
I get letters from Ball State on the reg, bro.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever get the alumni magazine?
Yes.
It's well done, well printed.
Is it? You read it? Is that one of the
It's a
magazines
fine
you read
piece of
on
literature.
there, JMO?
You know what? I've been watching a little bit of NPR, Ball State style. Have you guys noticed that?
Mm-mm. What do you mean? Do tell.
So I have YouTube TV, but I'm assuming it's on any platform. It's NPR, and you'll see like Nova and shit like that, which I kind of get into that sometimes if it's science-y.
Oh, when you say Ball State style, you mean like you used to do in Ball State?
No, like Ball State sponsors
Oh,
the network.
okay.
Yeah, there's.
I think it's
NPR's,
Ball State
you know,
students that
Programming.
help produce it and stuff
That's
like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's a whole
Looks like
telecommunications
C.J. Stroud
complex
just
out there.
C.J. Stroud just gave the Buckeyes a large donation for their NIL fund.
Yeah, you did. That's
Buckeyes don't need no donations.
They don't need it. Their players
Right.
are just like, yeah, here's
But they're
a bill.
football. They're a football school. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were
Buckeyes.
talking about basketball.
No, we're
Are
talking
we
about mega
segueing?
donors, bro.
Boosters.
Mega donors.
I wonder if like Cuban and our coach for the football team. I want like what kind. I'd be curious to know if they have a relationship, and if
If
so,
they
what it-
didn't, they do now.
maybe I don't know. Signetti, is that his name?
Signetti.
Talk Hoosier football real quick. I mean, what are we 9-0?
We are.
9-0.
Yeah.
Number 8.
God,
Sick.
you're an IU football fan too, aren't you, Steve?
Fuck
This
yes.
year he is.
Yeah.
Every year.
I mean, we've come a long
Steve
way.
went to
Let's
IU.
see, we put a lot
Steve-
of hard work into this.
Steve went to IU, man.
Did he?
I mean, he's got,
Yeah.
We got
He's
we've
some
got
cred.
Michigan,
I've been down
Ohio
there a couple
State,
times
and
myself.
Purdue. Michigan, Ohio State, and Purdue, baby.
Is that what's left?
That's
Yeah.
what's left. We'll get in the dance with
They
one
can
loss.
win
We
any
gotta
of those
win.
games.
They should win
We'll
two
beat
of
Purdue.
the three.
We'll beat Purdue. We need to beat Michigan, and then if we lose to Ohio State, we're still in.
Do you
I
think so? That's the question. Is if we lose to Ohio State, are we still
Would,
in?
I
would
think
the,
so.
It depends
would the
on how you
Hoosiers-
lose.
Would the Hoosiers play
That's
in
true.
the championship game if that scenario happened?
If they beat
Would
Ohio
they play
State, Oh yeah.
Would
They
they
would,
play in the
because
Big Ten championship? No,
would-
not if they.
it
If
would
they
be
lost to
Indiana.
Ohio.
Oregon, bro.
It'd be,
Oregon.
Yeah, it'd
And
be
who else?
Ohio State.
Ohio State
State.
because they'd have the tiebreaker by beating Indiana. Because Ohio State has a loss.
Who's that platinum blonde little smoky smoke? Just giving me the news like I want it. Spoon feed it to me.
Oh boy. Yeah. So they should beat Michigan.
Yeah. Or I think they're double-digit favorites still against Michigan.
That's crazy.
and
It's
you know what
nuts.
I'm going to do?
It's nuts.
I'm going to put a unit on it. I'm going to
Yeah.
take it.
So then, but the nice thing is they play Michigan this weekend. They have 2 weeks off before they play the Buckeyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Signetti's going to have them ready,
Ooh,
man.
they're gonna be lathered up. TBD on the
And,
time.
you
That's
know,
gonna be
I
a
mean-
flex night game for sure.
Can't wait.
I almost want them to lose to Ohio State because if they beat Michigan and Ohio State, like Purdue's going to be jacked. I know Purdue blows; they're like the worst team in college football, but they're going to be jacked, and it's at
Yeah.
Purdue. I do not.
We talked about this 3 or 4 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
Barry's dream
Barry.
scenario. IU undefeated
Yeah.
going to Purdue,
Yeah.
and Purdue beats them.
That's
already
right. I
planted
do not
that
want to live
irritant.
through that.
It's a no lose situation for me. So
Yeah.
I mean, either way,
Signetti! Yeah.
rally the Hoosiers.
Yeah, man. Are you excited about it a little bit, though? Like, I get
No.
excited for Purdue when they do well, but you hate IU enough to where you probably are not excited, are you?
No.
Do you even follow Purdue football?
Yeah, I went
You
to
do?
the Rose Bowl. I saw Drew Brees play.
Okay.
At the Rose Bowl.
Flex.
In
Right
Pasadena.
there, man. Just
Right? You know,
Yeah,
I've been
when-
there.
When was that? 98?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It was back in the Tiller days. It's 2024, bitches. Signetti's in town.
One of my good friends, John Wolf, and his wife will be listening to this. He was fraternity brothers
Hi, John.
with Drew Brees.
What's his wife's name?
Chris Wolf,
Hey, Chris.
What fraternity was that?
Spega Epsilon.
Oh, that one?
Spangin' asses in Absalon? What was it?
Tridelt.
Can you,
Delta, Delta, Delta. Can I help
Omega
you? Help
Mu?
you? Help you?
Or yeah, what? Or no, Trilam. My fault.
Trilam.
Trilam.
both of them. Both of them. And Omega Mu.
Right.
Omega Mu.
You picked up on that wave.
I love
Trilams.
that movie.
Oh yeah,
When they-
Pennsylvania is catching up.
I know.
You see how it's
I looked at that a little bit ago, and
it's now an 11
oh
point.
yeah, that gap's
It was
closing.
73.5 points when we were
Mhm.
at the bar, and now it's 11.
I like my news just like she's giving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'm not mad about her.
Brown on brown.
Mm-hmm. My brown-eyed girl.
Are we done talking about battleground states? And
We're not.
collegiate athletics.
I mean, if I was an IU football fan, I would find a way to be at the Horseshoe if we go in there undefeated. Just saying.
No,
For
Michigan.
which game?
Oh,
Ohio State.
At
Yeah,
Ohio
okay.
State.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, go to the shoe?
Yeah.
That is a once in a lifetime thing.
Yes.
Bucket list.
IU undefeated at the
I don't
Horseshoe.
know. I might be able to be talked into that.
I'll
Really?
be in.
No, I'll be in.
I'll be-
in Nashville.
I
for
will, too.
soccer.
I'll be at
Are you
home on
going?
my
Yeah.
couch watching.
Oh, then we need to hook up.
For sure.
binge watching.
Are you doing?
Lincoln Lawyer on
it
Netflix?
got moved to. We got moved to Franklin.
Yeah, ours
is
was
south.
in
You won't even watch
Yeah.
it, Barry?
Knoxville Saturday, Nashville Sunday.
We got crosstalk going
Yeah.
on.
That's what we are.
We're cross talking. This is good pod right here.
I want you to edit it and bring our conversation. To
Yeah.
the top
Cut ours
bury
out
theirs.
and post it for like back.
Correct.
And if I can do that, will you think I'm a wizard?
Conversation over here. Fuck you over there.
Is that in stereo in your headphones? Do you remember when they used to make music to where it would like split between ears on your?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They
I
still
like
do
that better. Do the who does it?
There's still
They
songs
still do
that are
that,
made
yeah.
like that.
Not everybody does it like that anymore. I
Do
love
you want
that.
everybody to do it
No,
like that?
but I want somebody. Next song.
I want somebody to love.
Next song you hear that's current and it does that. Send it to me, would you?
Yes.
Thank you. What up, Barry? Tee us up. What we got?
Are we done with collegiate athletics?
No.
Are you done
Absolutely
with Purdue?
not.
Is the question.
Okay. We're
Boiler
good.
up.
Right. All right.
Yeah, we talked Boilers
Okay.
and IU a little bit.
So does anybody want to talk about the Colts or the Bears? Or
Yeah.
do we want to just go into pick'ems?
We need to talk about the Colts.
We
for a minute.
absolutely should talk about the Colts.
Yeah. We need to talk about both.
Yeah, and I'm sure CPL would like to get some things off his chest with the
Yeah,
Bears
I
as
would.
well.
You go ahead and start.
I have a question. No, well, we'll start with the Colts. I have a question for the Colts fandom here. As you know, I root for them. A month ago or whenever I was here last, you guys were all consensus. Keep playing Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got to get him good this year. We got to get him his reps. The move happened. How did you initially feel about the first game Flacco was going to start? Did you feel like Colts were going to win
I felt like
before the game started?
No.
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 We were going to Minnesota, who is really good.
Yeah.
5-2, 6-2
Yeah.
now. Their defense is
They've been
nasty.
slacking. They had a couple
They
games,
had
though,
they were in
leading
a
into that they
wee
weren't
bit
looking
of a
good.
skid, but their defense is nasty.
Yeah. I thought the Colts were going to win. I was like, you know what? This is going to be horrible for Richardson because they're going to come out and win 3 out of the next 4 games.
I thought the offense would play better.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what happened? The offensive line played worse. They went
Yeah.
from a 16% pressure rate to 22.
It's
Now, they do have a good defense.
Yeah.
they
Flores
play against.
blitzes more than any coach
Yeah,
in the league.
Yeah, and he disguises blitzes as
Really
good
well.
as anyone.
I don't understand. I don't know how to watch the all 22 and know it, but when you listen to the like Collinsworth talking about it and stuff, it's just a chaos. You don't know, like the quarterback on the other team doesn't know what's happening or where
Right.
anyone's going or why.
Flacco did a couple really stupid things, though. Like, he went for 25, 30-yard throws when he could have checked the ball down and
Yeah.
kept a drive alive twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
And if he does that, I think it's a different game. Like,
He's done that his whole career. I mean,
yeah,
he's
a
always been
big-
good
big
at
chunker.
third read, fourth read if the big play isn't there. He always goes big play first. I almost feel it was like, okay, this is my last hurrah. I got to make a splash. And he just forced a lot of
Here's
stuff. He
the
really did
splash
not play
win.
well.
No, he played like shit. But Pittman has been a dumpster fire the last couple games.
Yeah.
He's not playing well. Yeah. We need our best receiver so far this year has been Alec Pierce, who that's crazy.
And he's not
'cause-
getting the ball enough.
right. He isn't. Or Josh Downs has probably been our best receiver, but he didn't get the ball enough. Like, if Pittman is not doing very well, like, Pittman should probably sit and let the rookie play. But the rookie has a tendency to alligator arm things. So I think overall my take on the Colts is we're just fucking soft.
I don't think the change was worth 1 or 2 wins. I think we'll see Richardson start before the year's over, probably sooner than later.
He'll play the last 4 or 5 games.
Yeah, yeah. And your
'Cause we will
GM
not
needs
be
to go.
in the
Ballard
playoffs.
is a
Correct.
fucking moron.
Ballard?
That's all I got to say. Yeah, he's terrible.
You
He's
think so?
he's as good as any Bears GM.
You think
ever.
we should? You
Which
think
is
he should be
That's
replaced?
not a high bar.
For sure. I thought he should have been replaced.
I don't think he's been horrible. At
How many
this
playoff appearances?
No, at this point, like it didn't work.
Right.
But it's not been.
Right.
We're not a laughing stock franchise. We're just mid. We're just.
Well, let's just.
And I don't want to be mid. I want to get rid of him too. I'm just
we
saying.
Do have Ursay, so
You
on
do have
some
to
level
temper
we're
that,
already
yes.
laughing stock.
That's
but,
true. And Ursay loves
like,
Ballard.
so why? Right. Well, he does.
loves him.
But why is? I think Ballard sucks too. He's horrible.
Yeah.
His
But
daughter.
the Richardson pick was Ursay.
His daughter
100%.
was on my daughter's club team for a few years. A sweet gal. So I know he helped raise his children well, and he's a good dad. But he got Richardson. Dumb move. He had 14 games under his belt. Silly.
Yeah.
My opinion.
But the other choice was Will Levis. So
Well, yeah, that's true.
No, and Richardson was the right pick.
yeah, I
You
agree.
take that
That's what, yeah. I'm
quarterback.
just
I don't
100%.
I don't think he'll ever. I don't think he'll pan out as a good NFL
The
quarterback, let
Indianapolis
alone
Colts
great.
need quarterbacks.
Really don't. You got a good coach. Steichen, I believe, is a good coach. I like him. I
do
like
too.
his pressers. I like his
I think he's fine.
I loved him, but this year some of the play calling is just not good.
Well, the offensive line is underperforming.
He calls
Receivers are
stupid
not getting
shit
open.
at stupid times. Like, there's been a couple games where I'm like,
Yeah.
why the fuck are we doing that
yeah,
right now?
I've had that same feeling.
Yeah, like his
Too often.
offensive geniusness
He's
is
trying to zig when he should be trying to zag.
Yes.
He does complicated things. It seems like sometimes when he should just be doing simple.
When
things.
he has a quarterback who couldn't throw a fucking 5-yard out, so like,
yeah, I
and
don't
he's
know.
throwing a 15-yard pass when we needed like 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Like, and you have Jonathan Taylor. Yeah,
on your fantasy team.
Yeah, no, well, he's our best player. Let's be honest.
I agree.
He is.
But our line sucked out loud for everything last game. They couldn't
Yeah.
run block. They
Yeah.
couldn't pass block. They couldn't do anything. Boo.
And you can't have that with a rookie, and you can't have that with Joe Flacco.
No, a rookie or a 40-year-old.
Yeah.
Do you think Richardson's, because the main problem, there's a layer, there's a lot of problems with him, but the main problem is he's not accurate. Do you think that's fixable?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Either. Not for him. He's
I,
so bad.
I think it can be him, maybe not. But his footwork, if you watch him, his footwork sucks. Like, it's just so bad. Like, and I'm not even a film guy or a football throwing guy, but I can, as a total layman, look at the way his feet are when he throws a ball, and he throws a ball so much standing on one leg because he just depends on that cannon.
Yeah.
And there's no fundamental.
Yeah, his mechanics are bad. What you're saying is his mechanics are bad.
They are.
Is that fixable?
Yes.
Yes,
Mechanics
they
are fixable. Accuracy, I don't think is once you're already in the league.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess that's the decision. Is it like what the
Well,
coaches
there's
have to-
another. It could be the accuracy. I agree. It's probably the accuracy, and that's not fixable. But it could be mental is the other thing, and that's fixable.
well, if it wasn't, it is now because he just got benched.
Right. So
for
this is
a
it.
40-year-old.
And if it's most likely the accuracy, you're done. It's not going to work. One of the biggest busts of all time. If it's mental, it can be
It's a
fixed.
big statement. I like him too. Richardson seems like a stand-up dude.
Well, did you see?
Says the right things, does the
last
right
guy to
things
leave the
off
field
the
the other
field.
night when he wasn't the starter.
Yeah.
Like slapping hands as everyone's coming off the field.
Awesome.
And like I think I sent you guys a text. I'm like, that kind of stuff is.
Why does that bug you?
It doesn't bug me. It bugs me because he's doing it like if it was natural in general, or if it was
That's
or
his role.
genuine.
That's his
if it was
role
thank
now.
you that's the word. If it was genuine in the sense of it just seems very staged and contrived to do that then there be the got benched, be the last guy. It's just like that's what he's.
Was he not the last guy before he was
No.
benched?
And
I don't
nor
think
should
so.
he have. Nor should he have been. He should have been the motherfucking first one into the locker room.
Right.
But when you get benched, you're the you're the last guy off the field, and I think it's fucking good.
When
that's fine. And
I played, all the guys that sat the bench got in the locker room first.
yeah,
They wanted to go to the dance.
yeah.
Lie
The homecoming dance?
lie to some chick. Yeah, I played. You see me?
I just feel like it's a Barry. I feel like it's a look at me thing.
Yeah. It's very rah-rah.
It's not genuine. It's a look at me. Look
Yeah.
at me. Look at me. I got benched, but I'm still gonna stand here and be the last one.
Like when a player takes his helmet off while he's still on the field. I hate that.
No, this is
Can't
almost
stand
like it's look at me disguised
Who
as.
took the video that is posted? And
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know.
so what you're saying it was staged?
No.
You staged this.
Not
Or you
it-
just knew that people would be filming it, and that's what they were going to say.
No,
I mean,
He's just trying to do
He
everything
does-
he can.
he
to get
does
back on
the
field.
right thing.
He's trying to do the right thing.
When
I mean, obviously, I don't know the kids thinking, Barry.
yeah,
But
I don't like it either.
you know what I mean. When
Is he the last one to leave when he's at practice? That's what I care
No.
about. When nobody's watching.
And that's what the issue is, and that's the mental thing.
Yeah,
Because
he's
he's
got
the
to be
first
the
one
first
to leave at practice.
Yeah.
last one
Sounds-
there,
I
or first
know a
one there,
quarterback like
last
that.
to leave. First and last, it should be your quarterback.
I'm
And if he
familiar-
does
I'm
that,
familiar
then
with
maybe
the
it'll
same
be
type
all
of
right.
QB.
I think he should get another chance. Certainly, I mean,
He certainly will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he'll
think
play
so, too.
this year. We're not making the playoffs, so
How do you feel his psyche is? Do you feel like he's the type of guy that is going to be like ruined mentally, or do you think it's
No.
like
No.
going
I don't
over
know,
his head
man.
where he
I
doesn't even
would
pay
have said
attention?
no
Maybe
before,
for the next 2 or 3 years.
but he tapped out because he was tired.
That's weak.
So
That's
before he did that,
weak.
I would have said no way, no way. But
mean,
the
that's
dude
worse than
tapped out
painting your
'cause he was
nails.
tired. Oh
Yeah.
God,
I
it's
mean,
so much
I've
worse.
heard chatter that he might have hurt his hip, and he came out and he didn't want
Did
to
you
say
get that
he
from
hurt
the
his hip.
security guard at 56th
I
Street?
got it from somewhere, so I just heard that on the
I got
grapevine.
some
I heard it
shit on the
grapevine,
down low, bro.
but maybe it was his hip that was hurt, and he checked himself out because he's like,
So
shit,
then
but he
wh-
didn't want to say it was
why
his
don't
hip
they
because
just-
we're all going, you're fragile.
Then why don't they put him in next week to start? Chalk it up as
Because
he
Steichen
hurt
already
his hip.
Yeah,
Steichen,
it's too late for that.
Steichen,
That
right.
that freaking
Maybe that ship has
Ship it,
sailed
yes.
this week, but next week, maybe.
yeah.
But
If Flacco goes out there and throws up another dud, he may be right back in.
What do you
and
want?
then we've
What do you
got
want
a
Flacco to
full-blown
do?
quarterback.
Do you want Flacco to kill it?
always-
330 yards, 4
I
touchdowns.
always want to win.
Yes, 330
even,
yards
even if
and
it
7
puts you guys
touchdowns.
back a
Yes.
year.
We're perpetually back a year,
Yeah, I get
Make
it.
the
unless we
playoffs.
had 18.
I get it.
Make the playoffs.
You guys and
all I
us,
want.
we
I
live
will
in
draft 15 every
NFL
year for the rest of my
purgatory.
life. Draft the playoffs.
Yeah, give us a chance. Give us a chance.
I love that Barry has become the biggest Richardson apologist out of all of us.
Yes.
Now. It wasn't like that at one time.
No.
You were tough
Wasn't?
on him. Tough love.
Tough love,
Tough
bud.
love.
Different.
Did he go to Purdue?
Yeah.
Florida.
No. Okay, just check.
Florida.
Boiler
Yeah.
up. Maybe he's a Boiler fan.
I do think he's like genuinely a good kid, and I hope that he like can just get the mechanics fixed. Because if he could just throw accurate passes, I mean, all the other stuff is there. God, he's giant. He's fast.
If he could throw accurate 10-yard passes,
Yeah.
because he throws that one hell of a deep ball.
Because he's throwing to like
And when he plays quarterback, the running lanes for Taylor are so
Yeah.
much different.
yeah.
So it would be great if he could here's the thing about Steichen that pisses me off. I don't understand why we don't start every game with 5 bubble screens. Just, hey, bubble screen right, bubble screen left. Give him 5 easy throws to hit
just to
and
get
just
him-
get him
get
in
him
a
going.
rhythm.
Yeah.
Get the kid. It seems to me like it's a 17-yard hook. No, like, come on. How about a little freaking bubble screen that's 5 yards away? You hit downs, we get 4 yards.
Yeah.
You hit downs, we
Yeah,
get
yeah.
4 yards. You hit Pittman, we get 3 yards. Like, and now he's in a rhythm throwing
That's
the ball.
the NFL. What you're describing is how almost all
Just
teams
fucking
play. So
dig
kinda-
up Joe Tiller and have him run the offense.
Joe Tiller.
The inventor of
The
the
bubble
screen, Joe Tiller.
Is
that right?
Is he still alive?
I think so. Yeah.
A lot of Purdue ties.
Yeah, Tiller was the when Breeze was there. They used to kill Notre Dame on
Purdue
bubble screens.
astronauts, bubble
And
screens,
Quarterbacks.
and quarterback.
There's
Yeah.
been a lot of quarterbacks
Quarterback
that have
you.
come from Purdue.
And you guys do.
Absolutely.
You know what? Okay, here's the thing. I have friends that are diehard Purdue fans. Went there and all that. They're always like, "Where are the school, the quarterbacks?" So, okay, Greasy, Breeze,
Tiller's dead.
and who else?
This day in history.
R.I.P.
Kyle
Jameson
Orton.
told me that Joe Tiller.
Who is outside of Breeze?
Who are all the great Purdue quarterbacks besides the 2 I mentioned?
Drew Brees.
Greasy, Breeze, Orton.
Greasy.
Kyle Orton is
Yeah. He's in there.
part of where
Drew Brees.
school, the quarterback.
And it starts. I mean,
You
there's
Purdue fans, that's
Greasy.
bullshit.
There's a Purdue quarterback on the Raiders right now.
Aiden
Aiden O'Connell.
I mean, there was a guy on Detroit that spent the Lions that spent some time in the NFL from Purdue. What was his name?
Ian Smith. No.
Curtis Painter played for the Colts for a while.
he
I mean,
played
we've
for the
seen
Bears.
a lot of quarterbacks to the NFL.
Or no, Kyle
Not-
Orton played for the Bears.
Yes.
Yeah,
And he was not bad.
Barry,
he was not.
you had on Pod Notes number 4 Colts, which we just talked about, and the Bear. Do you want to talk Bears?
I have some Bears.
Okay, and can the Barry
Trash.
were Caleb's fingernails? Did he have his fingernails painted a different color this week, or was it still black?
I don't know. I just didn't know if we wanted to talk about the Colts and the Bears.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely,
For sure.
definitely. Any other Colt stuff from us before we go Bears? Go full Bears, bear down.
No, other than I'd like to see the Colts make the playoffs because
Me too.
it's good for business.
It is good. Yeah, it's good for the community.
Asterix. The community.
So it's funny, like our text string, like the Chicago in break off from the RFL text string. We have our own Bears bitching text string.
Do you?
I hate the Bears, but I love them.
I wondered if you guys had like a
Is there
real
anybody-
hardcore.
Oh, we do.
I know
We do.
everybody in the
We do.
RFL that's in there. Is
Tell-
Brain.
yeah, just run them down.
I'm gonna give you a couple
Okay.
couple
I can't wait.
zingers. Let's see.
Hold on, let me pull up this box score while you're looking there.
Yeah, no problem.
Bears. Ooh, Bears Cardinals. Thought you guys were going to go in there and whoop that ass, didn't you?
No, I did not think that.
I did, kind of.
All right, guess who this is?
Okay.
Man, year after year after year, we get
Tommy.
excited about this week
D-Dog.
as fucking squad. We get tired about this weak ass fucking squad, and as the year goes on, we just get stabbed in the heart. How in the fuck do we not? How in the fuck do we not hire this guy as our head coach? We
That's definitely
retain
Tommy.
Flukes.
Name that tune.
He wanted to be our coach. They're talking about Ben Johnson, OC.
For the Cardinals?
Yeah, no, Lions. OC.
Oh,
That was Tatro. All 4 of us could manage the Bears 10 billion times better than this fucking
That's Devo.
clown.
You know why I'm looking at. I can tell you why you got beat just looking at this box score. I didn't watch the game, first of all, But you got beat because they had 213 rushing yards and you had
Right.
69.
Right.
They ran.
Well-
They ran the. And Kyler only had 154 passing
69.
You
yards.
were here, remember? They ran like a 70-yard touchdown with 4 seconds left on the clock. You remember that?
Was that game?
That was the Bears.
Was it?
Yeah. Because you go, oh, the Bears.
I don't remember that. No, I do remember it now. But
We have so the year we played the Colts in the Super Bowl.
I remember that.
Oh, we're
That was
we're going to
that
talk
was
about that.
07 season, 08 Super Bowl. Is that right?
That was
Or 06
Reggie Wayne
season,
crossing route.
Might have been 06 season, 07 Super Bowl. That's what it was.
Yes.
So I claim that Bears team was the worst team to ever make a Super Bowl,
Agreed.
in my opinion.
Maybe the Patriots team that your Bears beat.
Oh,
in
yeah.
85 or whatever.
Yeah.
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 But
Steve
that's a
Grogan.
close
This
second.
year's Bears team is the most talented team that will not make the playoffs. That's my hot
Dude,
take.
you guys
But
are
that's
4
okay
and
because
4,
you have a
man.
rookie
Like, you
quarterback
still make
and,
the
you know.
playoffs.
Our division is crazy.
Caleb
you're-
got
third
sacked.
place in our division is not
But the
get it
NFC
done.
as a whole
is
is
shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to be, what is it? Did the 7 now? The top 7?
Mm-hmm.
He got sacked 6 times. Caleb did. No touchdowns, no interceptions. 217 yards passing.
You guys can't run the ball.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
You are the Bears, right?
DeAndre
Right.
Swift, 3.2 yards average
It's
in
a
that
new
game.
age, new era in Chicagoland.
Roshan, 4.3 on 3 carries.
And then we had another team meeting yesterday.
Love it. You know your season's awesome when you're having team meetings.
Is this like
Oh,
a
it's
players
our
only
second
team meeting?
Players only, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So TJ Edwards
Players only team meetings. That's when you know.
said we had a team meeting yesterday with several individuals speaking. It was real. It was everyone understanding that what we're doing right now is not good.
Go Bears.
This is not our standard. I think we needed that.
Is this coming from a
player?
player?
Bear down
Yeah.
Chicago Bears.
Second team meeting. It was a leadership, maybe
Yeah.
council.
No, leadership council
Leadership
calls
council.
a meeting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were there wow points?
Shine points, Barry.
Did they break off into pods,
Believe
into
me,
like
gee.
into smaller pods, and then come
I
back
don't know.
into the main
I don't
group?
think so.
Did
I don't know.
they
They're bitching about
pie graph or
Are they?
Hey, let's offer a shit ton of money to the guy that
Your owners are too cheap to fire him.
right. Right.
Eberflus?
Yeah,
They
right.
won't fire him.
And he had a defense in Indy his last year that I think overproduced for their talent level.
He's a
Well,
good
that
coach.
would typically be on the coach then,
Yeah.
in a positive way. right?
I think it's more game script in the NFL.
He got that job for a
Yes.
reason. He
Yeah,
performed.
He was
well.
a good
He got the
defensive coordinator
job
for
beca-
us.
He got the job because the Bears hired him, and they hire shitty coaches.
Hey,
That's
you're
just,
4 and 4 with a rookie quarterback. I think you're doing fine. Like you guys
That's
are
true. I don't
overreacting a little
so.
bit.
I don't know.
You
Had
are
some
four-
good wins.
You are 4 and 4.
I mean,
And you have one of the worst schedules in the league.
Rascals.
We do. Moving forward, we have the hardest schedule in the league, right?
Ooh, yeah. Moving forward, it's not pretty for you. You're fucked.
What?
Right.
Read it. Read it.
I mean,
Oh,
you
it's
should win.
bad.
You should win this weekend, Pats. Then it goes Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit, Niners, Minnesota, Detroit, Seahawks, Packers.
Wow.
Good luck, Bears.
Yeah,
if you make the playoffs through that gauntlet, then
We're done.
Could
Yeah.
win the Super Bowl.
Damn. The Colts pissed me off.
Duh.
We had won 4 out of 5 games at one stretch in
The
this.
Bears are way
weird.
better than the Colts right
They
now,
are.
for sure.
We did beat
there's
the Bears.
no
better
chance.
roster, you
Yes,
think?
it's better.
Their quarterback.
way better
It's the-
roster.
have a better quarterback.
we beat the Bears with Anthony Richardson playing quarterback.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll call it push. It's a push. We both suck,
We
Cheers to that.
We need to beat the Bills this weekend.
but our quarterback is done. Theirs isn't yet.
Yeah, like our remaining schedule. If we could beat the Bills and be 5-5,
yeah.
then we
Yeah.
got the Jets and the Lions.
We got a
One-
chance.
Can go 1-1, and you're
What?
6
the
and
Jets and the Lions and go 1-1.
That's what
you're
he
talking
said.
about going 2-1
That's
over
what he
the
said.
next 3.
That's
Yeah.
Bills, Jets, Lions. We're
Hey.
going 2-1.
That's what Jameson
It's
said.
possible.
But
then-
I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet.
I said it's possible. I'm not putting money on it. Then we have
Plus
though.
250.
Then we have the Patriots, the Broncos, the Titans, the Giants, and the Jags.
Yeah, 5 in a row. We win.
I think you lose the Broncos game. Their
possible.
defense is tough.
Their Broncos are
They have a
good.
good defense.
Bo Nix has turned out to be.
Bo Nix ain't shit.
So
good.
Richardson and Williams, they have something in common. And you guys alluded to Richardson's downfall, which was
Accuracy.
I'll trade you Richardson for Williams right now.
Me too.
no way.
Do it. Do it.
But
you won't.
think of the last 10 years, the rookie quarterbacks that ended up being great NFL quarterbacks. There's like 3 or 4, right?
There's one this year.
There's one this year. There was one last year. What is something they all do that's well? They hit the open guy. The Bears and the Colts I've seen, and the Colts don't have a great receiving core, I get it, but I've seen enough. I've seen 10-yard separation on both sides, both teams. And I've seen balls sail 10 yards over those guys' heads.
Yeah. So inaccurate.
Great rookie quarterbacks that have longevity in the NFL don't do that shit.
The difference between Caleb Williams, though, and Anthony Richardson is Anthony Richardson has time to throw those balls.
Yeah.
And he still misses. Caleb Williams is running for his life.
He is.
Anthony Richardson most of the time is actually making the right read. He just can't put the ball where it needs. He just a guy will be open. He makes the right read, and then he just throws it 5 yards away from him.
Cardinals.
What else are you gonna do?
J-Mo on
that's it. That's true.
That's the Flacco plan.
On the pressure. So against the Cardinals, 16 different Cardinals got pressure on Caleb Williams.
Your
16
line
different
sucks, bro.
players.
Yeah.
There's only 11 on the fucking field. What in the hell?
I think the punter came in and got a good blitz in.
That's most individuals.
Wow, that's like a deep
most
dive
individuals
stat
to get
there,
pressure,
man.
right?
Just any old Joe can come in off the street and get pressure on the Bears.
Right.
I would have gotten one.
I
would have gotten one.
They averaged
I would've gotten a
26%
sack.
pressure. 26% of the time against the Bears, it was 46.
Oh Lord.
I mean,
Yeah,
they had the worst offensive line in the league last year, and they're
right
back
there
at it.
again. Yeah, I mean, so I don't understand why you guys don't just start drafting some offensive line. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's almost like
Odunze did have a good game last game.
He did.
I mean,
He
you
did.
could have taken a sick ass lineman right there instead of Odunze because
right.
you already had DJ
Right.
Moore and Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
And
they need to
receivers
trade
are a
his
dime a
ass.
dozen.
Why you need
I
to
mean,
draft? Draft him.
There's
Protect the kid.
6
He's
receivers
drafted
per
a
draft.
franchise quarterback.
I'm
Why do
with
we
you.
need to get the franchise receiver?
I don't know.
Right
It's
away?
almost like
You get him a
Ballard
year
with wide
later.
receivers, right?
Yeah.
We
that's
won't
how-
draft offensive linemen. He won't
Totally.
draft receivers.
Yeah. Ballard.
Yep.
Yeah. Ballard hit this year, man. That kid, Latu.
Leatu's good.
Yeah, he's doing
Adonai
good.
Mitchell's
He's doing good.
can be good. Adonai Mitchell's been open a ton. Yeah, the alligator arms are one thing, but there's been
You
a
just said soft an hour ago.
he
on
is
this
soft
podcast.
until he starts
About
putting
the
his
whole
freaking
team.
body on the line.
Will
he's,
he ever?
Maybe not, but he's been wide open. And Richardson, he's one of the guys he's overthrown like 10 times.
Yeah.
Now, he has alligator armed the hell out of a couple balls, though. He's definitely I don't want to get hit coming over the middle guy.
Did I ever get Dave's picks? I don't think I did.
No,
Oh,
but
boy.
this shit ain't gonna post till tomorrow.
Yeah.
And even if it does,
I'll
it's not
get
like
him.
he's gonna listen to it
Right.
and go, "Okay, these guys are
Right,
doing
right,
this.
right.
Let me do the
I'll
fucking."
get him,
It's
yeah.
all good.
Text him
So-
as we're talking.
Right.
Let's see.
So let's do this. Fire through this.
You
right
guys
now.
ready to do NFL picks?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's election night. Fire through the NFL picks.
Let's do it. All right.
We have standings.
Let's see here. Yes.
Current standings, Dan.
Did I hit
Yep.
my double shock power with the Carolina Panthers last
You
week?
did. I did too. Yeah.
But was it a double shock
Yeah.
for
yeah.
you?
No, it was for you.
Hey, will somebody look up how I did a month ago or whatever? Not now, just at
lost.
some
You
point.
didn't do very well.
Yeah,
no,
you owe
do
me.
very well.
You owe me $5,
Yeah.
I believe, is what it came
All
down
right.
to, right?
Yeah.
Tell me your Venmo.
We'll call the beef. We'll call her even.
Yeah. Beef
I would
sandwich
like to
worth
bet-
$5 for
Yeah.
sure.
I would like to bet $1
This week.
on these pick'ems.
Sure. Done.
Oh, a fucking dollar.
$5.
$5.
$10.
Jamie's
$5.
offended.
10. 10.
Fuck. $1.
5. 2 5.
Easy, Judge Schmales.
You'll get nothing like it.
Okay. Oh man, start the week off with a killer game. Cincinnati.
Yeah, it is a great game.
Cincinnati going to Baltimore. Baltimore minus
On
6.
Thursday night?
Yeah, it's not
Short
your
week.
typical Thursday
Yeah.
night
Right.
football game.
I know.
What's
I can't
going
wait
on
for
here?
that.
I'm taking
Where's it?
Bengals.
Is that on Amazon Prime?
Bengals?
It is.
I got to go to BW3s to watch it.
Plus 6 Bengals, huh?
I'm taking him. My
Yeah.
quarterback's hot.
Yeah.
Joe
Is he your
Burrow.
RFL guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Baltimore to a. No, I'm not. No. Yes,
Where's
I
it
am.
at?
It's at Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore.
Bengals.
Where do we have the standings from last week?
Oh, I'm sorry, Barry. Yeah. Please hold. You won last week, Barry. By the way, I know that.
I see you.
Nonsense.
Barry, you had 10 wins last week.
Boy.
Dave Thornell had 9.
Wow, Dave,
And
don't call it a comeback.
Jameson and I had 8 each.
That was a big week for us.
Yeah,
Lots of money won.
the yearly totals are at I have 67 wins, Jameson has 74, Barry has 73, and Dave has 72.
Wow,
Ooh,
Dan.
still holding on to that lead, brother.
Yeah,
These
so
last 2 weeks.
I need to make a comeback.
You've
man.
fallen back, but we're only halfway through.
I know.
All right.
I'm consistently like 8, 6, 9, 9, 9, 5, 10, 4, 7. I'm not doing poorly. It's just some weeks you guys are doing really well. So, I mean, I'm in the 50% zone, I would say. But
Why is Wednesday Addams doing the news?
I miss that? I like her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, look up Trump. What a crazy.
Red,
How many
red
times has he been spray
motherfucker,
tan?
dude.
Yeah.
It's spray tan, bro. So hard.
They're almost the same
Pumpkin
complexion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, did everybody pick Jameson, CPU, Danny, Barry?
Bengals.
Bengals. Cool. I'm on an island. I'd like to be on Ravens Island.
Dave's taking your friggin' Ravens with you.
I'm
Just
double.
go ahead and-
I'm
we can
double
write
shocking
down.
that right now.
Oh, okay.
You're double shocking the Ravens?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 2.
Good call.
Okay.
Great call, in fact.
Thank you. New York Giants going to Carolina Panthers. Giants minus 4.5. What a shitty game that is. I do believe that's a London game.
Berlin.
Berlin?
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Berlin.
What's the under on that game? 37 and
40,
a half?
41.5.
Give me the Giants.
I don't want to make you guys mad, but
What? Do it. Make us mad.
God damn it.
under.
Under, please. Barry with the under. 41
So wait,
and a
you don't
half.
have to pick a team. You can just pick the over.
No, Barry's
want.
annoying.
Barry's a pain in the ass and does
If you
it.
want to, you can.
If you want to be annoying, you can. Yeah.
I don't want to.
I choose not.
Giants.
Giants. Carolina Panthers. You know who looked like he was having a really good time last weekend?
Bryce Young?
Yeah. W. Got a dub. Hey, eating them dubs. He got a dub.
I'll trade Bryce Young for Anthony Richardson right now, too.
I think I would too.
100%.
Let's do it. Call somebody.
Somebody pick up the... Hey,
Will you email Buchanan?
Ballard's
Tell him to get
Ballard's
all
other
about it.
daughter's on Sadie's team. If I see him at practice, I'll be like, hey,
I'm taking the
hey,
Panthers.
we've all decided Bryce Young for Richardson is a real thing.
Yes.
Doubling down on those Panthers, huh?
Yep. Panthers. Richardson or Bryce Young. He's back, baby.
Look out. It's like he's at Alabama again.
Niners going to Tampa Bay.
Ooh, the plucky Buccaneers.
Niners minus 6.5. That's a big line on the road.
Give me San Francisco.
Are any of the Tampa Bay receivers back?
No, dude.
No.
Are they gone for a long time?
Godwin will not come back this year.
But Evans is
Evans, I think,
semi-close.
is possible.
Since you've been gone. Does that make you want to take
San
Tampa Bay?
Francisco.
San Francisco?
Jeff, get off my picks, bro.
6.5 at Tampa Bay.
Mhm. You want me to pick first, or you want to go first?
Tampa Bay.
You should take the over, Barry.
I'm taking the Niners. I think McCaffrey's playing. So there we go. You're on an island, Barry. Congrats in Florida
Dave's going to take Tampa.
during hurricane
100%.
season. Oh, that's true.
So I'm not.
I don't
on
know,
no
dude. He
island.
jocks the Niners pretty hard.
Ooh, is
Yeah.
he going to have a crisis?
He's got a little
Is he
conundrum.
going to have a crisis tomorrow?
Conundrum.
Atlanta going to New Orleans. Atlanta minus 3.
Atlanta.
Same.
Barry, JMO. I'm taking the Saints. New coach theory.
Bounce.
Coach Bounce.
It doesn't work in football as much
Atlanta.
as basketball,
Of course it
though.
You want Atlanta, Jeff?
Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm on an island here. I'm either going to be really far behind.
Or it's
Caught
gonna be
up.
all
Colts.
tied up.
Buffalo going to Indy. Only minus 4.5. What's Vegas thinking here? The scrappy little
4.5.
Colts have a
4.5.
chance? I'm taking the Colts.
Colts.
There you go, Barry.
Attaboy,
I took my over
You guys all
for the
Colts?
week. You're
Yeah.
not- I can't be yelled
Fucking
at
Colts,
again.
bud. You're at the Indie OnlyFans podcast here, there, CPL.
When are
It's
you
either
going
the
to...
Colts or the
gonna-
over/under guy?
I'm going to double shock the Bills.
Yeah, as you should.
That's a good move by you. That's a chess move right there, boys and girls.
Good luck.
That's how you play chess.
Fuck off.
$5 Venmo.
Yeah. Hey,
Probably
Broncos.
going to throw a Hail Mary to win it at the end.
Broncos going to Kansas City. Kansas City minus 9.5. I'm taking the Broncos.
Same. Their defense is
Mhm.
too good.
Kansas
For
City
9.5.
doesn't beat anybody by more
Oh
than
my God, you say this every week.
they don't.
I'm going to take the Chiefs.
And you two took the Broncos?
Yep.
Broncos.
It's only a 42-point.
Jamie's on Chiefs Island. That's a good island.
Yeah, the Broncos.
Good
If you want to talk about a team that has a really good defense, the Kansas City Chiefs.
You know who the live
And
music is on Chiefs Island this
The
weekend?
fucking rookie quarterback going against Chris Jones.
Taylor
I'm going to go
Swift.
ahead and take the fucking Chiefs.
The Chiefs. Taylor Swift will probably be there.
Yeah, duh. She was just here.
Just in
Oh
Indy.
my
She's
God.
just
Oh my
she's
God.
still got her tour, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got to go to Canada, and then she's done.
So I think you know who's going to Jacksonville this week, Barry.
Yeah, you betcha.
Duval.
Yeah. The prince down there, the Disney prince.
I'm taking Jacksonville. Trap game.
4-point line. Somebody thinks
Yeah.
it's the same thing in Vegas.
Minnesota -4 at Jacksonville. Hockey moms galore betting that lineup.
We're going to get ourselves a little vacation
At the Four Winds
early
Casino.
there in
Yep.
November. We're going to
gonna
go
get that
ahead
black-
and
hit the blackjack
yeah,
table.
we're going to head down there to the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to get a W.
Play some 21s.
Skull.
Go to the game.
Yeah, we took all the garage sale money there, put our tickets together, got some ticks.
Double down on the 11.
I'm taking Minnesota to whoop that Jacksonville Duval County ass.
I feel like I'm just jocking favorites this week, and I'm going to take them as well.
Mm-hmm. You're so on the favorites. The favorites won, I think,
There's
went
some
13-1 last week or something
like
weird.
when I think Minnesota Jacksonville,
the
I don't
game.
think
Yeah.
4 points.
Right. Barry,
Vikings.
CPO on Jacksonville Island. That's like Disney Island. That's fun.
Yes.
But better.
Mm-hmm. but
Is it?
Swamp ass.
Big game here.
New
Big
England
game.
Patriots at the Chicago Bears. Let's
Bears.
go, Bears.
The
Bears.
Bears.
down.
Let me guess this one. I will say Bears 6.5.
Yep.
Did I just win
You just
No,
won
you-
something really
the
cool. I don't even know
$500
what.
You won a-
bonus?
A Bears jersey from Jeff's house.
I got a few.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know if they'll fit. That beer gut's happening as you're drinking that banquet.
The banquet beer.
Never saw a double deuce banquet before. Actually, it looks pretty good.
It's tasty.
This Bears jersey you get was used to clean up Brad's blood from his fall at the draft.
There was
That's
no
right.
blood. It was.
Well, you would have thought
strictly
there
a-
was the way he handled that.
Ah.
Jeez.
Can everybody just bring me food the whole night?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was fucking planned out from weeks.
No, it wasn't. That was a true fall, man.
I didn't see
That
it.
It was a true
I
fall.
came in like right as he was getting helped up off the floor, so I didn't see the fall. I'm going to go ahead with the theory that it was planned.
How hurt is Drake May? Do we know?
I don't know. I can find you out there, bud.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bears.
Yeah, you need
I think
to.
they win 34-17.
Oof, really whooping that
Mm.
ass.
Gonna
Getting
give up
right,
that
a
much
little get
point?
right game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends. I'm taking the Bears if Drake May's hurt. If they're not hurt, if he's not hurt, I'm taking the Bears too. Maybe, I don't know.
What are you looking it up right now, or is that like?
No,
I'll let you
Jameson's
know my
looking it
pick
up.
later.
Jameson's looking up.
I don't. This RotoWire is not the same on.
RotoWire, you're really slacking, is what Jameson's saying. I'm going to take the Bears. I'll take the just to move it along. I'll take the Bears. Barry?
Bears for me.
Jameson, you going to
And
make our
our-
first
There's,
unanimous decision? Or
No,
you-
I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and take the Pats on this one. That's a big line for the Bears.
It is. I know. That would make me think that that one
6-point win. So I
doofus
win.
is starting for the Pats. We had him at one time. He was on our team. What was his name?
Jacoby.
Yes. Pittsburgh Steelers going
He was
to
the first quarterback
Jacoby
after Andrew
Brissett
Luck.
is the Browns quarterback right now, isn't he? Or no, he's not. He is the Pats.
Pats. yeah.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston. That's
This is a killer game. Steelers going to the Washington Commanders.
All right, at the Commanders.
Commanders.
3.5. Commanders
Minus 2.5.
went over.
I'm taking the Commanders I'm taking them every week until further notice.
There's no talk of an injury at all with Drake May.
Okay, cool.
So I like my pick even better.
Mm-hmm. Proud of you.
What's the line again?
2.5.
Who did you take?
I took the Commanders. I love this Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels, you were talking rookie quarterbacks earlier. Almost no rookie quarterbacks ever do well.
You're right.
And I think he might be statistically the best rookie quarterback ever.
I think he is currently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And who was the last best rookie quarterback ever?
RG3.
Stroud.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be,
last
right?
year.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're getting better and better, aren't they?
Give me the Steelers.
The Steelers are good.
This is a random Steelers win type game. They always
Ugly.
win stupid
I agree.
shit.
17-14. Cover
Steelers.
the 2.5 points. Steelers for me.
It's going to be shitty weather. It's probably going to rain.
I love it.
This is your week, Dan.
I know.
This is your week.
Washington's all going to be hungover from
Feeling
election
it.
week.
Yeah.
There's Wednesday Adams.
Toy. Where? Oh, I like her. Yeah.
She kind of looks like Gru.
Her name is
that
Scarlett
correct?
Drew's
O'Hara.
daughter.
She's
Is her name Scarlett O'Hara?
She's a poor man's Olivia Rodrigo.
No.
What?
She's kind of ugly.
Who?
This
Girl on
girl
TV.
right here.
Yes, and that's why I said poor man's. I was trying to be nice. Yeah, she's a not pretty Olivia Rodrigo.
Uh-huh.
Is she Tina Fey hot?
She's,
No.
I mean, she's very pretty. Don't get me wrong, but you know.
Okay. Titans at the Chargers.
Thank you, Jameson.
Chargers are minus 7.5.
There it is.
Wow.
Let's hear it, Danny. Chargers never beat anybody.
Well,
Give me the Chargers.
Chargers are going to win this game by 4, so I'm going to take the Titans.
Chargers.
Sheep doggy dog. All right, I'm on an island again. This is starting to feel scary and lonely. New York Jets going to Arizona. Arizona minus 1. I'm taking Arizona.
Arizona. Double shock.
You already double shocked, didn't you?
Did I? Who did I double shock?
Barry's just double shocking all over town.
You didn't.
All right.
Uh,
I didn't think I
I'm going to take the Jets on a double shock.
Ooh, same game, double
Whoa.
shock. That's the first time that's happened.
Versus the leaders.
This is basically Pennsylvania.
The leaders are
This
double
game
shocking.
is
a
basically
battleground game.
fucking
This
Pennsylvania.
is, yeah,
This is a battleground game?
Yeah, this is friggin' Wisconsin here. All right.
Speaking of,
Did you write my double shot
little
down?
update: 1013, Trump 205 electoral, Harris
Has he picked up
117.
Has he picked up anything significant?
He's now leading in Pennsylvania.
Oh, he is?
Flipped all the way.
Shut up. No, he isn't. Are you serious? Where do you see that?
50.6
So,
to 48.5.
Then he's gonna win because the state.
This
right,
just in,
heard it
folks.
here.
This just
heard it
in.
here.
Jeff Sepiel calls Pennsylvania.
I do because here. Let me.
10-14,
So you know when we left the bar,
Yeah.
they were.
I told
she
you,
was
didn't I?
75%. He was 25%, and I got wind. Let's see where the hell.
Did they call Indiana for Trump? Yep. Look, Trump
yeah,
Vance.
that was the first state called.
Georgia is got 83% or 82% of the vote, and he's
So-
up by almost 5%.
In
really?
Pittsburgh,
He made
Georgia's
landslide this thing.
or in-
Georgia's done.
when we left the bar in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh had been in. The majority of Philly was in. That's 375,000 of the 1.05 million votes of today.
That's what I told you. I thought it was urban,
So-
early urban, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
the suburbs
So
and the.
that being the
Come the
case,
burbs!
I don't think she'll win Pennsylvania if that being the case.
Yeah, what an exciting race! This is just interesting to me more than anything.
Yeah,
It's-
duh.
It's the maps.
yeah, the maps. Man, I love maps.
The map.
I love
The
a
map.
good map, too.
I love that
look at
Indiana's
maps
number
all
11 on the
day.
map. You guys know I love 11.
Who is that?
Well,
Was that
that's the number of electoral votes
Matt,
we
is
get.
Is it?
Who's the map? Is
I'm
that
still
Dora,
happy about
Dora
it.
the Explorer?
Yeah, I'm the map.
Diego,
I'm
right?
the map.
Got the
I'm the
map.
map.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm the map.
All right,
Let's-
back to it.
Back to it. Philadelphia.
I'm the grumpy old troll.
Yes.
Who lives
Oscar's
under
out.
the bridge. All right, back to it. Sorry.
Philadelphia Eagles going to Dallas. Philly minus 7. The Cowboys are a
They're a
dumpster
hot
fire.
They're a
mess.
mess.
Hot mess.
They're
But-
a mess.
But what's the kid's name that's coming in for Dak?
Cooper.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush
on Maine.
Wait a minute, is Dak hurt?
He's out.
He's out.
He's going to be on the IR
Maybe
for a hammy.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So get on your waiver wire if you want Cooper Rush. But
I
anyway,
don't want him.
I do not.
will he be? And CD's a little dinged up. My fantasy team. I'm
CD's
taking.
CD's been disappointing this year.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he's had one good game.
No. Look again.
Look at his stats last year.
How
bro.
dare you?
He's had one good game, bro.
I'm on Philly. On that
Same.
one. I'm giving up the 7. After that backwards hurdle.
I'm taking
That was
Dallas.
sick.
New quarterback theory.
7.5.
That's not a thing, is it?
Seven flat.
7 flat.
Yeah.
Flat.
I don't remember. I'm going to take the home team.
Dallas.
Dallas for me.
All right, Barry. You and I on Cowboys. How about them Cowboys?
That's going to be a
Cowboy.
push.
Detroit -3 going to Houston. Kick those Texans' ass.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a big game.
I'm taking Detroit. They're killing
Is that
everybody.
a 4 o'clock game?
It's an 8:20 game
8:20.
Sunday night.
We're to Sunday night?
Yep.
That's
Praise.
great. What a great Sunday night
Praise
game.
Jesus.
And like the Sunday, the Monday, and the Thursday. Finally, all good games.
Yeah. Only 3 4 o'clock games. I don't like that. I like when there's 4.
I want the Lions.
Me too.
I'm going to take the Lions myself.
Give me the line again, please.
3
What is it?
-3 Detroit. At
Houston.
Houston. Sunday night game.
Houston.
Barry.
Houston's going to
I have the Lions, the Tigers, but not
The
the Bears.
Oh my.
Bears beats.
Lastly, Miami Dolphins going to the Rams on Monday night.
Ugh.
Rams -2.5, and I will be taking the favorite home team on Monday night.
I will be taking the Rams as well.
I'll take the Dolphins.
I will take the Rams.
There
This
it is.
day in history.
Stay tuned.
I like the Dolphins there.
This day in history. Is that your next cue drop, Barry? This day in history? Hold on, let me see what Barry stepped out. He's going to see what's next on his notes here. This day in history. Did anybody look up any of this day in history stuff? I'm not sure.
No.
You
Oh,
didn't?
I did.
You did? What you got, Seep?
Let me see what I got here. Quite a bit, actually. Some
Okay.
interesting shit.
All right. I love it.
All right. I'll go sports first. This day in sports history. In 1933, the Chicago Bears snapped. Well, their 30-game win streak was snapped in a 10-0 loss to Boston
What? Who had 30 wins in a row?
Bears.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In 1965, on this day, Dyer Central plays the last game in program history, losing to Lowell Red Devils 40-7. The school would then become Lake Central,
Lake
Little
Central.
Indiana high school.
I worked with a guy from Lowell at 84 Lumber.
Lowell.
Let's
Or
see.
Tom Ramstrom.
Some more
South
Indiana,
side of Crown Point.
Some more
Lowell.
Indiana high school stuff. 1976,
Very.
the Maryville Pirates win their first ever football sectional championship, beating Valparaiso 35-14.
Maryville with a state tutty.
1978,
Did not know
John
that.
Madden becomes the 13th coach in pro football history to win 100 games on today.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay. Good job, John. Is he RAP?
Yeah.
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 You've
yeah.
been gone.
Let's see. Here's another Indiana high school. 2004. In what some consider the greatest game in region football history,
Okay.
Andran rallies to erase the fourth quarter deficit against Griffith and win on a 2-point conversion in the sectional championship game at the Boneyard.
Boom. The Boneyard history up in your face. Who's the Boneyard? What school?
The Boneyard is
Andran.
Anderson?
Andrean.
Andran. The Boneyard. I like that. That's a sick
It's a good name.
All right, here we go. Here's non-sports history. On this
That was
day,
a lot of deep diving
Region.
on the
Yeah.
region. I heard.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Region
taking a
history.
piss,
Hey.
and I heard some Lowell.
Yeah.
Lowell.
we were talking about Lowell.
That's
We're,
Really?
we're
Yeah.
deep into
Yeah.
Lowell.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Dave Graw, Lowell, Indiana.
Let's see. There's a major one.
Major Domo.
A major award.
No,
I still feel
this
bad
is
about
a major
ruining
day for like a
Dave Grohl's fantasy life.
It must be French. Fragile.
Let's see. Oh, George W. Bush.
Garrisonhurst.
George W. Bush married Laura Welch.
Ooh,
His
that
wife,
was pivotal in history.
1977.
Very
Laura, or
No, this
The families
was,
were joined.
This was the day that whoever was president, I thought, gave the green light to
Desert
drop
Storm.
the bomb on Japan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
oh, Hiroshima.
Nagasaki.
Did
Yep.
how many of you have seen Oppenheimer? I know we've.
I have not. I need to watch that.
I need to see it.
Nobody's seen it.
No?
Nope.
No.
We will report back next pod.
That is such a great movie.
This day in
I'm gonna rent it tonight.
1968, Richard Nixon was elected president.
So good.
I am not a crook.
In this day, 1940, FDR was reelected for a third term.
He
This-
got 4 terms total, I think, right?
Yeah.
Did he? Little greedy piggy.
Yeah, he died halfway through his 4th term
he
as
did.
president.
Oh,
That's what Trump
2007
wants.
was the writers' strike. TV.
Oh, really?
Television.
2007.
Yep.
That was a dark time.
You don't have
What did we
Amazon,
do?
Barry?
For what?
TV? Like an Amazon Prime? You don't have that?
I have access to it, yes.
No, because Oppenheimer is free on Amazon.
There we go.
Oh, it is?
I got it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
gotta
it
watch
was on Peacock for a
Oh,
while.
I think it was on Max for a minute.
My
Yeah.
cousin won.
You can find it free. In what?
Rokita. He's my second cousin. my
Todd
dad's
Rokita,
cousin.
Oh, really?
Attorney
Yeah.
General. So you got a get out of jail free card, kind of.
Yes, I do.
Todd.
Or
Todd.
for
It's
Todd,
me.
I just got pulled over, man. I'm fucking hammered.
No, it's the Todd. It's me, Seep. Listen, man.
I
It's
know we
the-
haven't
no,
talked
it's
in
the,
50
it's the
years.
hangover. I fucked up.
I love that scene.
Are you going to tell me not to tell your parents again? You're 50, for Christ's sake.
Do you got any Rokita dirt you want to like spill on the pod?
On
or-
election night.
His dad was a dentist, and he was not talented at that profession.
Okay, there
Wow.
it is. Breaking
Wow.
news.
I
He'll
got-
be the first to tell you.
I got fucking teeth to prove it.
Does he have sausage fingers? Like
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Oh,
Anytime
no.
if you walk into a dentist's
Yeah.
office and it's a man and he's
Done.
got sausage fingers,
Out.
I'm out.
If it's a dude, I don't want his fingers in my mouth.
I have a male or a male dentist. I have a female hygienist,
no.
but my male dentist he's good. I got to
Yeah.
yeah.
Good for him.
But I've had females. I prefer. the
Yeah.
females.
The dainty little hands in
dainty
there.
hands. Do-do-do.
I fucking hate the dentist.
They
It is
smell
my
better.
I
least-
love going to the dentist.
Oh my god,
it's so
that's the
relaxing.
least favorite.
I mean, I've fallen asleep in a dental chair.
Oh wow.
I want to punch you so hard right now for that
Yeah.
statement. That's the
I
weirdest
mean,
shit I've
you-
ever heard.
So my dentist is great, and she
Is
is
it like
very
hold on, those
pretty.
Did you
sedation-
fall asleep
Yeah, was
because
there
you were high on the
sedation?
gas?
Maybe.
Sedation
No, no,
dentistry?
no. My,
Did
my
they
teeth
pump
aren't
you
that
full
bad.
of
I've never had
gas?
gas. I've never had gas in a dentist office or any type of any of that.
Never,
and then
never
when
had
she's
a frat
off,
party in Bloomington, Indiana.
the other dentist that fills in for her is even hotter.
Ooh.
So I love going to the dentist.
You're like, hey, when?
Where's your dentist?
and when are you going to kick that
Zionsville.
nitrous in, Becky?
If I was a dentist, though, or if I were a dentist, what's the right way to say? If I were a dentist, I would, like, as a joke, have punching, like, empty punching balloons just, like, ready to go.
Yeah.
You know, like
Take
at a
this
dead
home
show,
with you.
Have some dead music in the background in the office.
Just something out on
You'd
the
be
Sure.
letting
Not
people
as you
walk
walk
out of the
out.
office with nitrous balloons?
No,
No, I
he said
wouldn't.
it'd be a joke.
Just be
Oh.
a joke.
I made you this balloon for your trip
With
home.
all the gauze and
Sick, Dr.
awesome.
Seville.
Who's this little smoky smoke smoke?
No.
Yeah,
What?
She is kind of weird, isn't she?
Yeah,
horn
no.
rimmed glasses.
I don't know.
I mean, come on.
I
Yeah,
like.
you
I, it
simmer
was,
down, dude.
It's
Let
never,
Hold on.
never.
It was-
Yeah.
It was the
Coming to-
80s hair,
Yeah.
man.
Let
She
the
got
shit
me.
come into focus, please.
Right.
Do we
So-
like the horned rimmed glasses?
No.
All right.
I don't mind them. Take them off.
Wow.
Relax.
Okay. And Oppenheimer. Anybody seen it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Odd note number 8.
Okay. Any other
CPLs.
this day in history stuff, Jeff or Barry? Do you have
I
some
have-
this day,
I
JMO?
today the only
No.
thing I wrote down for today died in history was Al Cap wrote Little Abner, the old cartoon.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
That's all. That's
That's
the only
it?
person. That is the
And-
biggest thing.
I looked up some
Go
in this
figure.
day music
November 5th.
music stuff, and none of the this day music stuff really blew my hair back, so I'm going to pass.
Oh, 94, George Foreman was the oldest heavyweight champion.
There it is.
That night?
Or
he was still...
Made some sick grills right after that.
He did. Yeah, he did.
He
I
got
had
so
one of
rich
those.
off those. I
I
bet.
had one of those.
And
They work great.
every one of his
Yeah.
kids is named George Foreman.
I know.
I
That's,
love it.
George the Fourth.
I don't know. To
When
me,
you-
that sounds like
It's so dumb, but
something
amazing.
the Bears
all.
would do.
Yeah.
When you have your accident, baby, you should just name him Liam again.
Yeah. I like you better, Liam.
Liam, would it be Liam Jr. or Liam the second?
God, you should have
I
like
don't know.
four Liams. Just a whole slew of Liams.
Yeah.
When the shit hits the fan tonight.
Liam
that would be-
McLaughlin's.
I'm going to send Liam after you.
When we're
Which one?
policing the
Liam
65
the third.
corridor.
Oh, fuck.
Liam.
Watch
Liam
out for
3.
Liam the third.
Yeah, he's got like
Yeah, that one.
17
That
zombie
kid-
pelts.
Liam
That
the
kid
third.
slays, bud.
Yeah. All right, so Barry, what's next up after the end this
It's
day?
CPL's Corner, bro.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
CPL's favorite restaurant story.
Seagulls
Come on.
my corn. Oh, shit, yeah.
Restaurant store?
Craziest
Restaurant.
restaurant stories.
I want to hear a Hooters story.
Let's get the
Personally,
background on
yeah.
why we're asking you restaurant stories, though.
I would imagine because I spent 17 years with Hooters.
Yeah.
Oh,
that.
yeah, I forgot about
was a
that.
Start.
That's a good question, Barry.
You've been in the restaurant industry for how many years? Getting close to 30 now.
30.
Right? Yeah.
Hooters Fridays, if I remember correctly.
A short stint,
Short stint.
when I left Hooters. Yeah, that's what moved us here.
Yeah.
Took a job with White Lodging. Okay, so you're not going to hear the Hooters stories that can't be told.
On any
Happy to
web
tell you
search.
some and
Right.
share my experiences off air on some of those, but I do have some. So part of my job, I had to go to the international bikini contests every year.
Obviously.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Right,
Prerequisite.
No,
I,
I did.
I
It
wrote
was-
that
I
into
had
the
to work.
contract.
So one year, Jen and I went to. We had one in South Beach, and we were sitting in the hotel lobby, each drinking a Coors Light. I don't know how, because we always drink Miller Lite.
You're in Florida. Switch it up.
So we're sitting on the couch discussing what we're going to do at night. Where do you want to go eat? Do you want to just go to a bar? What do you want to do? And this chick came up to us,
A Hooters chick?
total stranger. She was I would say a 17 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh.
At that point in time in my life, she was the hottest chick I've ever seen in my life. And
Okay.
so
Yes.
she's walking right up to us, and in my head, I'm like,
I'm having a threesome.
Yeah, that's
no.
what I've been going through my head for
Yeah.
sure.
No, I was trying to figure out what the letdown was as
Oh.
to like, oh, sorry, wrong people.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Okay.
But she's like, what are you guys doing tonight? And we said, well, we're just trying to figure out what we're doing. She's like, I got a limo coming. Do you want to go to dinner? And so we looked at each other. We looked at each other. And we're like, yeah, we'll go. So we're sitting there finishing our beer. She comes back over. Hey, limo's out there. It's a Hummer stretch.
Sick.
We get in it. It's me, my wife, this chick, and Pete Coors was already in the car.
Yes.
So the four of us went to dinner at some fancy restaurant, white tablecloth, huge place. Took us to the back room, which was awesome. It was like just a quaint. The four of us had dinner. It was like three and a half hours. We were drinking. Pete Coors ordered a hookah for dessert.
Yeah, he did.
Why not?
You know, the $200 brandies afterwards.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
What's in the hookah? Like tobacco or pot?
It was tobacco.
Sprinkled with some cocaine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Miami.
Coors-
right? I
Coors
mean,
cocaine.
Right.
Okay, anyway.
Colombian
And we were
cartels.
just, we leave there. We didn't. None of us. It was so cool. I don't even remember if I don't even think I took a piss. Like I didn't want to leave.
I didn't want to miss
you know?
anything.
Right.
and
So,
you didn't even
awesome.
need to.
We finally get out of this room, and the bill. I don't even want to know what the bill was. It was.
Did you say what's my part? Like how did that go down, or did you just was it known that you weren't having to get in your wallet whatsoever?
I mean, it's Pete Coors. I didn't say
I don't know.
fucking word.
I don't know.
Yeah. No. I don't know what. I mean, maybe I had a part, but I
Yeah.
disappointed him if I did.
He's still right.
I think
about
Pete.
it
I
today.
think
Look
Pete's
at your
gonna-
lady,
It's
Pete.
going to be in
You
his
are
biography.
paid.
Yeah, right. And so we leave this back room, and this beautiful restaurant that we had to walk through to get in there was completely gone. the wood floor we walked on was gone, and we were now on real grass, live grass, and they were turning it into a dance club. And this was like midnight. The dance club wasn't even open yet. They were just like getting it ready.
That's
It was
wild.
crazy.
Like temporary wood flooring.
I guess.
Miami.
Yeah, very.
I guess.
Wow.
Another cool one was it was actually at an international contest in Vegas, and I was in charge of Lee Corso. So 'cause he was.
What does in charge mean?
Well, he did our TV commercials and our web-based advertising, and so we took him to the contest. And he had pressers throughout the week, and some of us had to do those and whatnot. I didn't have
Was
to
he
do
at
any of
ESPN
those.
at
I
that
just had to
time?
make sure he got there. He was.
Yeah.
So this would have been, I don't know, 02, 03. Anyway, so our president, former Hooters girl,
Made it to president?
very mean lady, very smart but very mean. Everyone
And
was,
I liked it.
everyone was scared of her.
She was feared. She rose to the top through
Yeah,
fear.
yeah.
She rose.
Did she
ruled
still
with an iron fist?
I have a real question. Did she still wear like white scrunchy socks as the president?
No. No. But every time we went
I hate those.
every time we went on wing break, she would always
Wait.
she would always
Wing break?
put our luggage together, mine and her luggage together, and she would always carry my passport. I don't know why, and I just let her do
I
it.
know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Anyways, so she says to me, the contest is about to start. And we had front row, and Lee Corso was like right in the middle because we're making him important and shit.
Of course.
And she's like, "Hey, go to Lee's room, grab him because this thing starts in like 30 minutes." All right, no problem. I go up there, knock at his door. He's like, Hooters. That's what he called me because he
Hooters. Yeah,
didn't care to learn my name.
That's what we're going to call you.
And so we're walking down. He's like, "Yeah, I know. Gotta be a second." So we get out. We're walking down the hallway, and he goes, "Hey, man, I don't really want to go to this thing." I'm like, "Well, you gotta go. You got a seat. You're doing the thing. You're on all the bikini posters."
You're under contract.
And
You
in my
sign.
head, I'm just like, I just want Shannon to make sure she sees me sit this motherfucker down so I don't get fired.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all. That's
Hand
in my
pass
head,
off.
right? Yeah. And he's like, "No, I'm not going." He's like, "We're not going." I'm like, "No, I'm going. You're going." He's like, "No, I'm not going." He's like, "Let's go get a steak."
Oh, Lee Corso is asking me to go get a steak.
So I went. Right? We didn't go to the contest. And Shannon, our president, it was like
how mad
her,
was Shannon?
the DO, me, and Lee. And so I didn't even enjoy dinner. It's Lee Corso,
Did you text
right?
her
So he
and
didn't
say,
even
"Listen,
shut up.
man"?
He didn't even shut up the whole time because it's him. And
Get
he's
him
just
to the
all
Greek.
these stories, and we talked a little bit about IU and shit, and that was cool. But it was hard to enjoy
Yeah.
because all I can think
You're
about
tripping.
was the minute I get back to Louisville, I'm fired. So I did. I texted her after dinner, and she was like, it was this big long, and it was back when texting was not so easy.
It cost you like 15
Yeah.
cents a pop.
Yeah.
I used to get bills. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God, how much did we just pay for text messaging?
And she gave me the old, "You did the right thing," and I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Oh, really?
You
Yeah.
got to take Lee Corso to steak dinner.
Yeah.
How was the steak? What'd you get?
It was the steakhouse at the
What city's this in?
Vegas.
Oh.
You
At
didn't
the-
even get a good steak?
It was at the Rio. No, it wasn't very good.
Oh,
it
you
was
should-
at the Rio.
Oh,
Should have
that-
gone to the
was
Voodoo
it-
Lounge.
Yeah,
at
the
Rio.
Voodoo Lounge.
Well,
up
everything.
top.
Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killer.
That's it. That's awesome. So you didn't even get in trouble. She's like, "Yeah, you
she's
did
like,
what you had to
yeah,
do.
Yeah, he's our guy.
You didn't leave him."
No. Yeah.
You partied with him.
That's awesome. That's
I
how
wouldn't say
some
party,
really
but-
funny comedy movies start. Is that
I know,
we're
right?
not going to this.
I
thing.
really want
Get
to
him
write
to the
Hooters.
steak.
I want to
Hooters
write
guy.
Hooters memoirs. I mean, I have enough
Oh, I'm
data
sure.
sitting upstairs. How about a rush one? Here's a rush one. It was the Christmas crawl in Zionsville, so it must have been like 3 years ago.
The Christmas
four
A
what?
lot
years
of
ago.
housewives getting wild that
yeah,
night.
yeah, that's all it was, right?
Yeah.
And one of those housewives, who's a wonderful person, they're in there all the time. Our kids play sports together. They were leaving. I was behind them, and if you've been to Rush in Zionsville, it's 21 stairs up to get in there.
Steep stairs.
And they are metal stairs. And I saw this woman at like stair 10 not hit another stair. Totally hammered. We have a metal mailbox hanging on the wall down at the bottom.
Oh, no.
Her face hit that mailbox. That was the first part of her body that hit anything.
Oh, no.
Knocked herself out cold. Husband, running down. I'm like, oh, no.
She
this
was
is
on the way
bad.
down?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
After 27 Miller Lights or whatever. And so
Plus,
I'm
one
like,
of
Chris,
those
I
margaritas you got.
I had my phone in my hand, and it's right by the front door, and I'm like, she's unconscious. I have to call 911. I have to get an ambulance here.
Yeah.
He's like, Jeff, no. And he took my phone, he opened the door, and he threw it across the street.
Who, the husband?
Yeah.
Jeff, no.
Jeff, no.
Yeah.
Do you have a pillow?
Let her bleed out.
And I'm like, what are you doing?
Do you have a plastic bag?
I'm like, what in the hell are you doing? He's like, we don't need cops. I said, not
Jeff,
cops,
no.
man. The ambulance, not cops. He's like, I'll get her out of here. And then she started coming to, and he just picked her up, and they left.
Kind of like
And-
when you have an accident, hit somebody, and they're like, nah, we're not.
yeah.
We're good.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
car's
They're fine.
damaged.
They're
Yeah.
fine. They got out and walked around.
And lo and behold, the very next day, those two at like 3 p.m. were sitting at the bar drinking, and her face was black and blue, a little scabby.
What time? What time?
3
3 in the afternoon after the Christmas crawl.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Oh, big time.
Regulars.
Big time. And she was a Purdue cheerleader.
Jeff, no.
Nice.
Hey,
She was.
that's not impressive.
I went to Ball State, bro.
Facts.
I root for Purdue basketball.
That's awesome.
And then last one.
Hold on. Before you go
yeah.
on, in Greenwood last year at the bar in our downtown, a person fell down the stairs and died.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which bar?
The one that's
Behind the Revelry.
next door to the coffee. It goes Kelly's shop, the coffee shop.
Planetarium.
No.
The Revelry.
I know what you're talking about. Right by the Reverie. It's on the top, right?
Yes, it's next door to Reverie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or in the same little strip as Reverie.
And they're still open?
Oh, yeah. Kind of just,
Shit happens. You got insurance for a reason.
yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what? That happened to me at when I was the GM of Hooters in Maryville years in the mid-'90s. We had bike night, and they were so big. I mean, there were over 1,000 bikes every Thursday
Harleys?
night. Yeah, Harley, all kinds of shit.
Every Thursday night?
Yeah.
God.
And
be awesome.
a couple guys left doing wheelies and stuff. And all of a sudden, yeah, you hear a noise, and one of the guys died.
Oof.
Police came out, talked to us, and they were like, all right, we'll take care of it. And that was it. Nothing ever happened.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that happens more than people know, where people get overserved and
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not funny, but it's like, I bet it happens more
Yeah.
than and it just gets pushed on. It just happens. Goes away. Sad, but true.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever.
So you had
Everybody
one
makes
more?
their own decisions.
Yeah, I have one more. We opened Zionsville in 16 Rush, and that was the year the Cubs obviously won the World Series.
Obviously.
Obviously.
And it was, I think, Game 3. They were losing. They were hitting like shit, and our restaurants were packed for all the postseason. And
So a lot of Cubs fans
big
coming
time,
out.
big
Yeah.
time. I mean, it was
Baseball game too, so you got them for 3 hours.
yeah,
That's
right,
wonderful.
right. And all of a sudden, you see people like ducking and like screaming and whatnot. Well,
Oh.
it turns out there was a bat in the building,
Oh.
swooping down on tables.
Not a baseball bat?
No, a bat.
Bat.
And
Rodent. Flying
and
rodent.
as soon as this guy started flying around, the Cubs started hitting. They took the lead that inning.
Oh, you can't fuck with the bat
So I
then.
have pictures of people with their hoods over their head, looking at the TV, like nobody would leave. They were just like all dealing with it, right?
Right.
Whether they had food or not, whatever.
Ching, 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 ching,
So yeah, and there was all kind of stuff on social media that the next day that was like,
Bartman the bat.
leave the
Anti-Bartman.
bat, don't touch the bat.
Does the
Leave
bat have a name?
No, but now
It
both
should.
stores have like rubber bats.
Hanging from the rafters.
Yeah, like kind of stapled into the rafters
yeah.
and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Every time I hear a bat story, it just makes me think of Dwight Schrute putting the bag over Meredith's head. And he looks at her. She's all like, and he goes, "You're welcome." and then walks out.
Is that when she was in the hospital for the rabies?
Yeah.
Was that the Michael Scott?
Yes.
5K
Memorial
Club
rabies
or
run or-
whatever, the run walk.
Yeah, loads up on carbs like
Andy
fettuccine
Bernard's
Alfredo.
nipples are just bleeding profusely.
Such a great show.
And he just ran it straight out. It wasn't in a circle. Kelly, what? Where are we right now? We're 5K miles away.
That's a great episode. I might have to cue that one up.
I'm going to have to get that T-shirt, I think.
Which one?
The Michael Scott rabies run, whatever it was.
right, yeah.
It goes on. I don't know.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No worries. I love it. Okay, Seep, any more restaurant stories? These are good. I love them.
The good ones I'll share off air.
Okay. Yeah,
No,
fair enough.
No, you'll share on the.
I've been to more
next
than one
pod.
international Hooters bikini contest. Enough said.
He'll share on the next pod.
You should write it. That would be a good book.
I know. I think so
Like
too.
even just like a little 200-pager.
yeah,
Tell all.
yeah. And I have some friends that I was close with, still am close with, that they have similar, if not, we've been in the same. I mean,
Find a
In the
ghost
same
rider.
room.
we did. I
From
mean, we
time
did
to
some
time.
crazy ass shit. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun 17 years, and they were good to my family. They were good to my wife. They were good to my children. Well, one kid because I left, and the second one wasn't born yet.
I bet most of the stories do involve like trips and hotels and conferences and shit like that.
a lot of those, yeah,
Casinos
yeah,
and
a lot of those.
bikini judging
we
contests.
Jen, my ex, got us
Who dey?
kicked. Got 10 of us kicked out of a casino.
Oh, what'd she do? Counting cards or?
No, she was taking my money because I was killing it, and so she was like slowly putting winnings in her purse. But she wasn't at the table playing. It was all Hooters people at the table playing blackjack, and she was standing behind me. And so, like, I and this guy sent 2 thugs.
To kick you out?
Well, to get her, and then we were all like, "Oh no, she's with us." Oh yeah, I'm winning. She thinks I'm gonna blow all my winnings. That's why she's saving them.
Did
And
they
they're
think
like,
it was
so
a-
what? You can't do that. Y'all gotta go.
Really? You can't rat hole?
Nope.
Rat holing is illegal. I rat hole all the
You
time.
can't rat hole
Other people's
other
money.
people's money.
Oh, because she wasn't at the table and you were passing it back.
I wasn't passing.
I
it.
always
she
just-
was
He was just grabbing it like a
without
thief.
me knowing.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
you now. I'm caught up. Like you would be. You're drinking. I'm guessing. You're talking, and
Oh,
while
wait
you're
a bit.
talking, she's like three black chips in the pocket. So they think she's
Exactly.
like. No, I won't say.
Yeah.
A professional Las
A
Vegas
professional,
lady.
yes.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, that's my wife, man. How dare you?
We talked about this before we came in. I said, Jen, when I get drunk, take fucking money from the blackjack
Right.
table. It was a plan.
She's just being a
That's
good
not
wife,
illegal.
yeah.
Yeah. I texted it to her earlier. I'll show you my phone bill.
Exactly.
I know. It
Shit.
was fucking 25 cents a fucking text back then, bro.
Yeah. Barry, what's next on the pod notes?
I think it's the Cousins Soccer Corner,
it's gonna be a pretty short one.
right?
Yeah.
Liverpool won.
Yeah, Liverpool did win
Oh
today.
yeah.
4-0.
We could talk EPL. That was Champions League though, right?
It was Champions League. Beat
Yeah.
Bayer Leverkusen, the German champs.
And what's even better than them winning 4-0?
Is Man City lost.
All right, I knew. Yeah, 4-1, right?
Yeah.
What did I read correctly on Nick that Sporting's coach is going to be
Yes,
Manchester
this
United
was his
coach?
last sporting game he was coaching.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What a
It's a good way to go out.
That's a good way to go out.
And to start.
Yeah.
Out and start.
so
Beat Pep.
the club he's at is in the Champions League already.
Yeah, they're Sporting Lisbon. They're good.
Huh.
I mean, the Portuguese teams are always good. They're not like
How many Portuguese teams make the Champions League? Two.
two, maybe 3 sometimes. I don't know.
I don't know that I've ever seen any Portuguese league games
Yeah,
Are
good.
they-
They're always just very young.
better than MLS.
Very much so.
Really?
It's the Portuguese, man.
What foreign league? What am I trying to say? What foreign leagues pro teams are similar to the MLS? Would you say, skill wise? Like, are the Mexican leagues better than us, or
Mexican, we're kind of catching up with the Mexican league.
because a lot of their players are
We-
actually
we've
coming to the
still
U.S.
only won the CONCACAF Champions League once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
The Mexican teams still dominate that. But as far as European leagues, I don't know.
I don't know enough about them.
They're not on the French, German, English, Spanish, Italian.
Right.
They're
You're
not on the
comparing
Portuguese.
this to MLS.
MLS, yeah. They're not on the Portuguese level.
You don't think so? That's
No.
like, so
I watch enough
no.
soccer on TV to know that
Because-
MLS is boring. I don't watch it.
Greek.
Yeah.
I don't watch it. It's
They
terrible.
would probably be fine with Greek. Definitely not better than Turkey. But like the Portuguese league is chocked full of Brazilians because the Brazilians speak Portuguese.
Would these all these big players going to the Arab leagues? Would the
Yeah.
Arab leagues and the MLS teams be?
I think some of the MLS teams would be. So we're about to find out because they expanded the Club World Cup to 32 teams. So 32 teams across the world, club teams are going to play in a Club World Cup, and it's in the U.S.
When is that?
next year, I think.
And we get an MLS team in it?
Miami is in it,
Sick.
and then there'll be more than one.
And why are they in it? Because they won?
They're top of the table.
Or
in
because
MLS.
they have Messi?
They have Messi.
Yeah.
And
'Cause they have
Beckham
Messi.
is their owner.
Yeah. Huh. That's interesting. We'll talk more about that as it comes. Is there any more, while we're on the soccer corner, is there any more news about our MLS franchise possibilities or any of that?
I have not heard anything about that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Huh. Where are we at on this election, guys? What's the count right now? Do we know? It is about 10:47, getting late, so it's going to start.
Eastern time.
211 to 117. But
Is that doesn't
California's not in.
That's that's
That's- how many
54.
is that?
California
54?
is,
Well, there you
will
go.
catch her right up.
Yeah.
The whole West
Yeah.
Coast will catch her up. It's the swing states that you have to be watching. And the last time I looked, it was not good for
Akalucha
Kamala.
County.
Why is on my thing here
Swing states will be the last.
Nebraska is like white and candy striped. All the rest are solid red. Does that mean it's like up?
Nebraska
Hasn't been
has
called yet.
IU.
Nebraska has their electrics divided up throughout the state.
Oh,
So
yeah,
if you
that's
win
right.
the middle part of the state, you get this many
You
electoral
could get
votes.
4, and
Yeah.
the other gets
It's the
1.
only fucking state that does it. The swing states, Trump is now up 2.7% in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
He's now up 1.6% in Michigan. He was getting killed in Michigan, too. He's up by 0.1% in Arizona and up 2.9% in Georgia with 90% of the vote in.
Georgia's done.
Georgia, if he gets 5 more percent,
Has that been called already?
No.
if he gets 5 more percent, he wins. Can't mathematically come back from that, really.
This
So-
is a sick little devil here.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
So it's, man.
What are you guys going to go home and do for the rest of the night?
Watch this, but the election. Yeah.
Should we
I mean,
text?
I'll watch it loosely. Yeah, I'll text with you. I love texting with you, baby.
This is the only night like I really watch news.
Me too.
Yeah.
I
Me too.
fucking hate
Yeah.
the
Me
news
too.
other than
100%.
that.
But like you, Danny, I'm kind of enamored with it.
Yeah.
What
I
about
I
like a
Yeah.
huge weather event? Will you watch CNN
No.
No.
for a
no.
huge weather event?
First off, I wouldn't turn CNN on my TV.
Well,
ever.
what would you turn on?
I wouldn't. I would just ride out the weather.
Shut up.
What about a plane crash? I mean, would you watch
Well,
a plane crash?
I don't watch the news. I fucking hate the news.
I don't watch the
Because
news either.
everything you just talked about is the reason why I don't watch the news. Everything's negative. Negative, 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 negative. And it's just, blah.
Right.
Totally agree. That's why I watch an obscene amount of sports.
Is that positive?
No.
Is there anything
No,
positive
no,
about that? It feels
there
pretty
is,
negative
Barry.
to me. Is there?
That's the news I watch, sports news.
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, I've become extremely
We are
codependent on
so
how my
in
sports
a
team's
bubble.
doing. It's horrible. So
We're so bubbled.
Yeah.
We're bubble boys.
I'd like to keep it in that bubble.
bubble me up.
Bubble boys.
Back to the sports corner.
Yeah.
Soccer corner.
Your niece did lose this weekend, and it did suck.
3 to
3-1.
3 to 1.
Yeah, I thought she played well. I was very happy with her effort. I think she had to guard the best player on the field. If I had put my money down outside of that center forward, but even then, I don't think she was that far off the center forward. That number 5.
She guarded the most physically gifted girl on the field.
Yes, I don't know that other girl. The
well,
most
yeah.
physically.
I mean, when I just she's
a
Big,
Does
strong,
she play a
and
6?
fast.
Is she a 6?
No, she was
8?
a blonde number 5. Was a right wing or
No,
left
your
wing.
daughter.
Oh yeah, she's an 8.
8.
She played right back
Yeah.
against Noblesville because they went to 4 in the back
Oh,
instead
okay.
of 3.
Okay.
So she had to guard this girl that was a wing. Is just
She's a sophomore too. This girl,
yeah, she was nasty.
but she's just big and
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
and
she was probably.
confident.
We
skilled.
played them in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like Noblesville soccer.
Yeah,
It's
In
just I'm sick of
general.
them winning.
agree.
It's ridiculous.
Is that their 4th in a row?
No,
No.
Sadie was telling me it was 4 out of the last
4 out of
5.
last, yeah.
They were in the 5th one and lost it. I think that's the one Dad was telling me. They did not give up a goal the entire year and lost that championship game in a shootout, even after
That's
not
right.
giving up a goal.
0-0 shootout.
When was that?
Like 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah, insane.
2 years ago, Zions. We beat them, and they hadn't lost a game in 3 years,
Yeah,
and they were number 1 in the country. But that's for the fall because there's 2 different.
yeah.
You know,
yeah,
out
yeah,
west
yeah.
they played in the spring, but
Damn, their boys are good too. They're
Yeah.
just-
Yeah, no, the
yeah.
whole freaking.
they're just pumping
But
it out
like,
up there.
so you go up Meridian, you turn left, you go to Grand Park, right? If you get off on 191st Street, you turn left, you go to Grand Park. You turn right, 10, 12 minutes, you're at Hoosier FC and Indy Premier. Like they sit in the middle of the best soccer clubs in the state, like
Right.
all 3 of them. So it's
Makes sense.
it's bullshit.
It's like a little soccer hotbed.
I love it. I did have one of my.
It's at Northside
I
Cabell.
went to Liam's soccer practice last night, and they were scrimmaging a U17 team.
Who was?
Liam's team.
At CG?
Yeah,
Or
no,
SCSA?
they practice in Bloomington because he's
Oh.
with the Alliance. They scrimmaged the Cutters U17 team. They only lost 4-3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, those. I was talking because I sat on the bench with the coach. I'm like, I just wonder how long until because technically, these like the little kids, just kept the ball and they pass all around these big kids. But as soon as the big kids would get it, it was just a man amongst boys, right?
Right,
And
yeah.
they would just outrun them, but they could barely get the ball off of them. And I said, man, how long until one of them just freaking dirtbags one of these little kids? Literally 45 seconds later, you just see the center man just go rolling 3 times because they finally like, man, I'm just going to take the ball.
Right. Yeah. Shoulder him off the ball, send him spinning.
Yeah, but like one of the 8th graders told me there's an 8th grader center forward that plays for the MLS next. It's a Center Grove kid who's going to quit and come play high school.
What do you mean?
He's going to be a freshman for me next year.
Oh, where's he from?
Center Grove.
Okay.
He played for the Indy 11, MLS next.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Is he good? I mean, have you seen him?
yeah, he's good. He's big, very big. Like he's probably already 5'10" as a freshman. Pretty thick too.
Nice.
Gonna like that.
What's his name?
you like those thick boys.
Connor
huh?
something.
Connor something.
Connor something. But I'm ready for him to come. So yeah, but
We don't
Sorry, Sadie.
rebuild, we reload.
facts.
That's right. Got to.
Facts. But yeah, good year for the wee little lass.
Yeah, excellent year. Good job, 8.
Yeah, she gets a whole 2 weeks off and they have a game.
Yeah, so we
Soccer
definitely
life.
need to hook up in Tennessee
Yeah.
because I think I'm doing that trip, and it's just me and Grace.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know if you make it
We-
a family thing or if you just
Yeah.
go. or-
Both my daughters are playing,
yeah,
and so my son's coming, like it
Yeah.
or not. So yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
a whole family. But we can.
It's
hook
a
up for
family
sure.
affair.
yeah. Let's,
Katie's already booked our hotel in Knoxville. I know that we're going down Friday night because we play at 8 and 9, I think.
okay.
or
Send me
9
the
and
hotel
10.
info if you would, because Indy 11 is like just we decided not to get a block for this trip for whatever reason. So
I will do
book
that.
your own hotel.
I would book my own hotel sometimes anyway.
Well,
depending
they
on
have
where
to,
we were.
They have to stay with the team hotel
Oh, do they? They
unless
have to?
unless they don't book a block, which has never happened. I don't think it's always a team hotel.
Maybe there's a bunch going on.
There might be.
Free for all. Better get your-
Nashville, right?
Yeah.
No, this one's Knoxville.
Knoxville and then Nashville on the way home.
Yeah. But yeah, I love Nashville. I love going to Nashville.
Me
Love
too.
Nashville.
Me too.
Great city.
Actually, downtown Knoxville is killer.
Yeah, Knoxville's that last year was the first time I've been there. The only other time I went there, I had a buddy who went to UT. And we went and visited him. It was very blurry what Knoxville was like that night.
Blurry?
Oh, very blurry.
Was it foggy out?
Ooh, no, I was drunk.
I thought Knoxville was the Kentucky campus.
No, that's
No, it's
Lexington.
Lexington.
Knoxville's Tennessee.
UT.
UT.
Yeah.
It's all orange everywhere.
It's
I've been,
burnt orange, baby.
I've been there. Yeah.
But they have like a massive lake.
They
Like I didn't
do.
realize, like that
Yeah.
lake just seems to go on forever, and the houses on that lake are
Yeah.
sick. Like that town is not.
It
I would
is
live
nice.
in Knoxville.
It is
I would
nice.
totally live in
Would you?
Knoxville. Oh,
You
it's
like it?
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I would rock Knoxville.
You would rock Knoxville?
I would rock it, bro.
You would be like right at home in Knoxville.
I would.
That's my fucking
I
pivot
love.
point, bro.
Hey, I love lake
There would
life.
be the best of Jameson everywhere if I was
Yeah.
in Knoxville, Tennessee.
yeah. Lake life, bud.
Get a boat.
I would get a bit like a nice pontoon boat.
Get a bird
Lake
dog.
life.
I could.
You wouldn't
yeah.
get a Woody, old Chris Craft?
No, just
Woody?
a pontoon, and like
That's mine.
Hang out.
I'm doing the old
Something
speedboat,
I can fucking float on.
1967.
Enough horse to maybe pull a tube. Look at all the blue states.
How
up
many
there.
how many horses does
Yeah,
it take
like,
to
this
pull
is
it to?
this is allegedly a lake. It looks like a river.
Yeah.
But that thing, like this
Yeah.
lake, goes like all the way through Knoxville. And
Look
it's,
at,
like so many houses on this lake. It's badass.
Lake of the
that's crazy.
Ozarks.
Yeah.
That's like river lakes
Yeah.
all
Jason
over the
Bateman.
place. If the shit don't go
Ke-
down here,
Kelly's-
if we can't hold it.
Kelly's rewatching Ozark. She has seen the first couple seasons. She hasn't seen past that, and she started it the first. So I've been popping in on episodes.
Like, oh.
I love.
Can you please go and watch the? Is it the third season where they land in Mexico with the blonde attorney? And he
The
just
final scene?
just
Boom! Within 30 seconds
best
of the
way
episode.
to
Dude,
best
that-
way to end a season.
Blood
was
and
a-
brains all over their clothes. and
Yeah,
hair.
all over her face, man.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, man, wow, okay.
The attorney.
This is Game of Thrones level shit right now.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
He doesn't even play.
That was
Just
the
doesn't
season
even-
finale, wasn't it?
Yeah, he doesn't even talk to her. Just boom. I was like, oh man.
Is that Dell?
I don't remember what the cartel leader's guy was.
I thought Ozark was good.
Yeah, duh. You just love that little blonde girl.
Who
She
doesn't?
like dream girl.
I love Ruth.
WT Ruth.
Warren Central Ruth.
Yes, exactly.
Shit, that isn't Warren Central, bud.
That's Warren Central all day, bro.
No.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think where.
Remember the
That's,
Pacer?
I would give it more like Franklin Central.
Please.
No.
The Flashes.
Franklin Central is.
I'd say more like maybe
it's country. It's
maybe-
kind of country, but it's kind of hood. It's exactly what Ruth is.
maybe Indian
Shitload
Creek,
of softball players. there.
No, it's not. It's not
Edinburgh.
Yeah, maybe Edinburgh.
You're going too far.
She's a
south.
bird.
Edinburgh. What's that golf course there by that?
The Legends.
Legends.
That's in Franklin.
It's nice. It's no. It's there's one in right off the Edinburgh exit off
I
65.
don't golf, so
It's a Fuzzy Zeller course. It's
that's
gorgeous.
the Legends.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's in Franklin.
Okay.
Like Franklin address.
They
It's on the back
Hurricane
roads
Road.
back there. Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's a beautiful course.
It is.
Yeah.
They have a nice foot golf course in there.
The guy who
Really?
Mm-hmm.
the guy who works there was the head of the PGA for a while, and then he said something stupid, said a gay slur. What was his name?
Don't know.
Teddy Davidson's married to his daughter. Who
Teddy Davidson.
who played-
Teddy Davidson.
who played it?
Fuzzy Zeller?
No,
Are we talking
Teddy-
about Fuzzy Zeller
his
right
wife played at Kansas, I believe. Golf.
No, he said made one comment, not 72.
The number one most unused college scholarship is girls golf.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
They go to waste.
They go to waste.
It is a waste.
Tis a waste.
I'll be damned.
I wonder how the Center Grove had a girl who'd never played high school because she qualified for the U.S. Open as a sophomore.
Jesus.
And I can't
We
can't
just-
remember her name. I'd like to see what she's doing. She went to Duke.
Zionsville just won
Oh, really?
state. The girls in freshman, third time in history, won the individual.
To golf.
golf.
And from Zionsville,
A freshman.
Taylor Snively. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Center Grove tennis win the state title?
No, he
After
lost
all,
3-2.
He did.
Yeah.
Damn.
Who lost?
My neighbor is the boys tennis coach. They lost the state championship game matches 3-2 to Burbuff.
What were the two losses?
I don't know.
Number one?
Yeah,
singles?
number one, number two, number three, or
singles,
doubles
or-
one, doubles
or
two.
I don't
Come
know.
on, the doubles.
I don't know.
I love that you know the format. I love
3
that
and
about
2.
you. Yeah.
Single, singles,
Yeah, yeah.
double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
High
it.
school tennis, bud.
8.
Right, yeah.
1, 3, 5, 8 are my numbers, boys. What do we got here? We got
Is this
8.
the pick 4?
Is this who wins the
Pick-
We
presidency
got 8.
right now?
Daily pick
We
4.
got number 8.
Why are we on lottery balls?
Anyway, number 8 rocks. I don't know. Okay, what? I don't even know what we're talking about. We're just talking. Just
Well,
talking.
the last topic was cousin soccer, and you guys said this isn't going to take long, and
Oh,
now here we
went
find
all over-
ourselves.
Yeah,
you
well,
know.
once you start talking soccer, it's the
Right,
world's
yeah.
language. You
It
just
is.
start talking.
Oh, well, here's something I just saw. Indiana State Senate. So we have an employee. Her mom is running. She's a Democrat, Stoner, Emily Stoner, running for Senate.
right. Let me clarify.
Yeah. She's friends with my daughter. They're in the same grade. And she's working tonight. And so when I was there, or when I just got there, they hung up the phone with Emily Stoner's, the person she's running against, called. It was like, hey, I want to bring like 30 people up there to have a watch party to watch the election results come in. And so they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. And then they tell me, and I'm like, well, I'm going to have a chat with this poor girl here.
Right.
Because for 2 weeks she's been talking about her mom and vote for my mom, which is great. Like, she should be that way.
Yeah.
But
I
I don't want her to be
She's
crushed.
a Democrat in Zionsville?
Yeah, there's
Did
like
she not
4
already,
left.
Did she not already know?
Yeah, right. Well, I just saw, and it's like
Life
separated.
lessons.
It's 50-50. It's
Oh,
like
really?
it's
Split
within
decision?
218,500 to 18,300.
Would you fire
right?
her? Would
Yeah.
you fire her if her mom wins and she comes out of the kitchen and just freaking crotch chops that guy at his own watch party?
I'd have to think about it. But it's she's running against a woman, Becky Cash, I think is her name. We can take
we
a
got
look
a
and
stoner,
see if they're there.
and we got a cash.
Yeah.
I think
Running for office?
almost all the polls are closed now because California, Washington, Oregon polls just closed a minute ago.
Nope.
Yep.
They're gone.
They gone.
They gone.
Looking at the house cam.
Yeah. Yep.
Cameras are amazing now. Aren't they?
I know.
They're so great.
I know.
All right.
Well, and now the polls have been closed for 1 minute out on the West Coast. They went ahead and called the West Coast as a Kamala.
Did they?
California, Washington, Oregon.
That's not
Yep.
fair. Don't do that.
I mean, it's like that every 4 years.
Is it that foregone?
Yes.
Vote Libertarian.
Yeah.
Please. Puppets. Wow.
I want to give a shout out to Coach Popovich, Maryville guy.
Sheeple.
Yeah.
Greg
He's
Popovich.
fell
doing
ill.
all right?
He's missing
Right?
games indefinitely as
Oh,
of
Is he
yesterday.
a Maryville guy?
Yeah.
High school?
Popovich is a Maryville guy?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Grew
That's
up-
cool.
Yeah.
Old Popovich.
Yeah, I noticed that he was out indefinitely.
Yeah.
They haven't really said why, have
No, they have not. Not as of this afternoon.
Yeah.
But I went to a high school dance with one of his nieces.
they?
Was she a Popovich?
She was. Still is.
Cousin Todd is.
She's a
They've called
spinster?
it.
Yeah, they've called him
Cousin Todd is a winner.
winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Todd Rakita. All right, boys. Well, what else? What else? Any of you?
I got
any-
nothing else there,
What
bud.
else for you? Barry, you got any rabbit hole stuff?
No. We're good. I think we made it all the way through.
We did. Good pod notes, Barry. I love it.
Vote
yeah.
Libertarian.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Seep, thanks for coming down, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for
We
having
really
me.
appreciate it.
A lot of
Appreciate the
fun.
sandwiches.
Yeah,
They're
the
delicious.
Italian beef. Money.
Glad you enjoyed
And,
it.
I'm taking Jameson's Italian beef.
No, you're not,
I don't know if you knew.
Yep. You got an open invite, so you just tell us when you want to come down.
Right.
I will.
As long
I
as
will.
you bring beefs.
Yeah.
You have to bring your
set
beef.
a horrible
I'll
precedent
bring
for
something. I'll bring something else.
Uh,
I'll bring a
sausages?
pastrami or
Right,
a
right.
Reuben
Do you do
Surprise me.
sausage.
I
I'll
love
bring,
Italian
I'll bring
sausage.
Danny Italian
Ooh.
sausage.
Italian
Do you
sausage.
do a tenderloin? You're in Indiana.
We do not.
God damn it, CPO.
Mix that in.
Yeah.
It'd be like a little.
Pork
No.
fried tenderloin.
I don't
do
care if you
Cubans.
ever
We
fry
Do you
do
have a
good
deep
Cuban.
fryer?
I do like Cubans.
We have a deep fryer, but
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Tenderloin. All right.
Indiana
Later.
fans, go Pacers.